All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Blessings to everybody. In the name of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah, I do pray everybody is very blessed, and it is a very exciting day. It is a very exciting day because today, in about 15 minutes, we are about to experience the most volatile price action we have seen on Bitcoin in the past 100 years. And that might be a slight exaggeration, but here's the deal, guys. CPI inflation data is coming out in 15 minutes. We're expecting 6%, okay? We're expecting 6%, which is very interesting. They're expecting lower inflation than what we had last month. But as we know, we are in the midst of some crazy things that are currently going on. The Federal Reserve is bailing out banks right now, which is absolutely crazy because in order to bail out banks, they are going to have to print more money, and printing more money creates inflation. So what is the Fed going to do? On the one hand, they want to raise rates to lower inflation, but now on the other hand, they're printing more money to increase inflation. What the heck is about to happen? What is the inflation about to be? If this news comes out bullish, man, I don't know what could happen, but let's not worry about the fundamentals. Either way, we know that there is going to be massive amounts of volatility. Massive amounts of volatility. Right? That is the one thing that we can know for certain, is that the volatility is coming. And here's the truth about what is happening with Bitcoin right now. This is the daily time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour. What happened with Bitcoin? Well, we came down to a very key zone of support after losing the range that we had been trading since Friday, January 20th. And over the weekend, after everything happened, right, Silvergate went down and we lost this very important zone of support right here. Okay, when Silvergate went down, we found very key support at a level that was given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, right from that golden pocket CME gap. That's how I was able to get into this long position I'm currently in right now. And as the news was starting to come out that the Fed is going to be bailing out banks, well, we see the price of Bitcoin absolutely pump, right? Absolutely pump. Now, here's the thing. I do believe that people are concerned about keeping their cash in banks, right? People are concerned about keeping their cash in banks. Maybe people are moving a little bit more into crypto right now. And as you can see, we have gotten a very significant move to the upside here as well. And if we are going to break these highs, first of all, this move is very bullish. Okay, this move is very bullish. If we break these highs, I do believe that we are going to see a $30,000 Bitcoin come very, very quickly. And the reason why is because when we go to a high time frame such as the weekly, we can see two major confluences at this next $30,000 level. Number one, this $30,000 level is a weekly order block. Okay, we have a zone of liquidity on the weekly chart right here. We're in the middle of this big move downside with all these purple candles. We got ourselves a big blue. All right, we have ourselves a big blue candle in the middle of this downtrend, a big old pump. Okay, and that is a zone of liquidity. In addition, we can also see that we do have a value area low of a massive range that we have been trading for 2 years. So what this means is that, you know, if we can come above that $30,000 level, could be very bullish. But something else that we need to understand is that look at this smooth move down that we've had right here. Okay, we will get sucked up like a vacuum if we can come up above this level. All right, now, right now, the last zone of resistance that we do need to be aware of, in my opinion, is going to be the Fibonacci golden pocket that is coming in right around here. Okay, let's pull it. Let's pull our fib from the high to the low, right about here, right around that 25.5 to 25.8 zone. Okay, we need to be aware of just finding resistance at resistance right around here. If we don't get a fake out, we could get a very powerful bullish move to the upside. Now, when we take a look at market Cipher B, there are some potential bearish things. Number one, right now, we are printing somewhat of a hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour if we don't take out the high. Number two, on the 1 hour, we can start to see some potential bearish patterns forming, right? We are getting drives of these uneven upside down, uneven butt cheek patterns here, which could be very, very bearish if we get a fast move up. Now, let's take a look at the order flow chart, because this is also very key. We have been printing bullish divergences like crazy ever since pretty much ever since the whole USDC thing went down, right? Look at this. From this low all the way up here, we were printing massive amounts of bullish divergence. We're essentially, we were seeing people shorting, but the price was unable to make a lower low, right? Price was making higher lows, showing us that the whales were building, or maybe not whales, but just big money in general. We'll draw a picture of a whale here. Big money in general was absorbing all these shorts, looking to push the price up. Then look at this. We see it again all night, last night, as the price is making higher lows. We see the people are shorting this, shorting. Once again, whales are absorbing the shorts, looking to push the price to the upside. We come down to a very, very local time frame right now. And what do we see on a very, very low time frame? What do we see here? What do we see? That is the question I'm trying to ask. What are we? Oh, here we go. What do we see? Even now, very, very locally, we are seeing somewhat of shorts opening up and price making a higher low. We are seeing bigger players absorbing these shorts. Bullishness all over the place. Now, I don't know what's going to happen from this CPI volatility, but we are going to be here watching. We're going to be looking at this price action. Look at this right now. 1.5 million shorts opening up here, getting absorbed by bigger players. Now, yes, we did in fact just get a local CDW. Okay, local CDW right here. And that's why we've gotten this little move to the downside right here. Local CD dub, local little bear div here, but money flow still looking bullish. So in 8 minutes, guys, we're going to get the news. We're going to get this crazy candle that's going to pop off and going to go absolutely crazy. And I'm excited for this, guys. All right, this is the kind of stuff that gets me up at 4 in the morning, hitting the gym, squats and deadlifts, overhead presses, just to get pumped and amped, drinking extra caffeine, just to watch this happen, guys. Just to watch this happen. Okay, so these are some zones I am going to be aware of for potential fake outs. If the CPI data comes out and if we get a big move to the downside, I'm actually going to be looking to add to this long trade, guys. I'm going to YOLO FOMO into this juicy long setup. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way, you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What is going on? Shout out to Kelly Kaiser. Shout out to Hexy Bastard who says, "Hey Jason, you were right about Poor Pleb." I don't remember Poor Pleb. I don't remember talking about that coin, my friend, but thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Long Mountain the Fear Buyer. Am I watching Sato? No, I am not watching Sato. What are the levels I am looking to short? Well, here's the thing. I'm a little bit cautious about shorting right now, guys. If we can get 1,000 likes before 9 a.m., we will be doing a Bitcoin giveaway, by the way. Is it too late for a long entry? Look, I can't tell anybody what to do right now. You have to stick to your own strategy, but there are some zones I would be potentially interested in taking a short, okay? Basically, just a fake out of the high, guys. Right? Basically just a fake out of the high, like around here. That's the only place. If we get a massive pump up and then start to dump right away, big decrease of open interest and stuff, and these bearish divergences are still here, then I would potentially look to take a short from there. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. We have to be very cautious about taking any trades during CPI. All right. When that news comes out, we're going to get Darth Maul candiles. All right, Darth Maul projectile candiles pumping out all over the place, guys. So we do need to be very careful about that. And yeah, but if there's any place I would be potentially interested, it would just be a fake out of this high right here. And also, there is a chance that we just dump from here as well. Okay, so you know, also there are other short opportunities that have presented themselves locally. You know, look at this, right? For example, scalp short could have been taken from this level right here, as it was a fake out of the high. That's just a standard CDW short trade bearish divergence, right? Standard BD short trade. 5 minutes until CPI comes out, guys. I'm literally shaking right now. The adrenaline is pumping. I don't know what the news is going to be, but we are going to be watching this happen, guys. We are going to be watching this happen right now. Okay? Man, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. We've got about 1,200 people in here, 300 likes. If we can get 1,000 likes by 9 a.m., we will be doing a Bitcoin giveaway. Which open interest indicator is best to use in TradingView? I don't know. But if you go to coinalyze.net, Sato is $600,000 down. Honestly, just the thought of being $600,000 down, it makes me feel feelings that, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of myocarditis. Shout out to Sammy Ben Sadak. Do some push-ups. Man, I already did some push-ups this morning. I was hitting the gym hard, guys. Bearish div on the 5 minutes. Yes, we do have some bearish divs pumping here, guys. We have bearish div on the 24. We have bearish div on the 12. We have bearish div on the 6. All right? But here's the thing. We are about to get the juiciest candle in the world right here. So please be careful, guys. Please be careful entering any trades in these zones. All right? If you're not, like for me, I'm in trades, but I have stop losses at entries. I have profits taken. Please, trading a trade during CPI or right before CPI is a dangerous thing, right? Right before is a dangerous thing. Okay, now I do believe that we could see Bitcoin absolutely go super bull mode in the next few months if we can hold above 25,350. If we can't hold it, guys, well, maybe we range a little bit longer. Maybe we dump. Back to what we were saying before, which is basically this. I believe that the bottom of the bear market is in. Right? I believe that the bottom of the bear market is in. And if we're going to range here for a year before the next halving, and then I do believe we are going to go to Pump City, and I do believe the fact that the Fed is bailing out banks is our one-way ticket to Pump City, right? That is our one-way ticket to Pump City. Because everyone's been saying, how are we going to pump? The Fed is raising interest rates. I get the naysayers in the comments. The Bitcoin naysayers. Jason, the Fed, they keep on raising interest rates. How do you expect Bitcoin to pump? Well, now we've got some good things happening, guys. The Fed is bailing out banks, and people are losing trust in the traditional financial system, moving their money into crypto. People are realizing, look, all these issues, FTX and all this nonsense, this is not a crypto problem. This is a bank problem. You know what I'm saying? It is a bank problem. FTX was a bank, essentially. It was just an entity that was running like a traditional bank, but they sold you crypto, right? And it was not blockchain. It was FTX, the exchange itself, did not run on the blockchain. So there was no transparency. We couldn't know what the heck good old SBF was doing with his uneven man boobs. You know what I'm saying? All right, shout out to Kenny Esposito. Why am I dramatizing so much? Because, man, we are here on YouTube for sensationalism, drama, open mouth thumbnails, clickbait titles. Come on. If you want some traditional nonsense, then I don't know. Go read some magazine. All right. What is a CDW? It is chickens drinking water, as we are 2 minutes away from the juiciest, guys, move in the world that we are about to get. Okay, 1 minute. Here we go. Prepare. Buckle your seatbelts, because things are about to get absolutely wild right now. Here we go. Okay. 8:29. Here we go, guys. Starting to get a big move right here. Let's see what's going to happen. It is 8:29. That's usually when we start this juicy move here. We are on the 12-minute time frame. And sometimes it takes a little while, but we are 1 minute away. We are about to see some volatility come in to these markets here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, it's 8:29. We are starting to get a little bit of a move to the downside. Oh my goodness, to the downside. Oh my goodness. Bitcoin is taking a huge dump right now to the downside, bouncing from our white level of support. Look at that, white level of support bounce, and now we are starting to get a move to the upside. Sheesh. This is crazy, guys. Oh my goodness. We are getting a massive pump right now. Look at that. Oh my goodness, Darth Maul candle. Now we're getting a massive dump. Okay. We are just chopping around. Let's see what is about to happen. Let's check out what's happening on an order flow chart here. Whole bunch, guys, of shorts absolutely wrecked right now. Shorts are absolutely destroyed. Shorts are destroyed and longs are coming in a little bit here. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely insane. Okay, longs are coming in right now. We got longs coming in. Shorts absolutely wrecked. Shorts are wrecked to the extreme. 63 million volume on one candle, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69 million volume on one candle. As the price continues to pump up, longs are opening up, shorts are getting wrecked, 70 million on one candle. Can you guys believe this crazy pump as we are coming to take out the high from February? Is Bitcoin about to make a new high? Oh my goodness. Bitcoin is literally about to make a new high right here. We're wicking from the level, like literally to the exact dollar. Oh my goodness, wow, we just totally took out the high. We just totally took out the high from back in February, and we are, wow, pumping above that 618 right now. Let's see what is going to happen here. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely insane as the Bitcoin price is going wild right now. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame and see what's going on. Okay, we are getting a slight rejection from the 6 Juanita right here with some bearish divergences on those lower time frames. Let's see, can we reclaim the level, or are we going to go straight to zero from here? I don't know. I don't even know what the news has come out to say, guys. I don't know what the news has come out to say. But one thing is for certain. This is the make it or break it level right here. This is the make it or break it level, and people are clearly aware of the 618 Fibonacci level that could potentially give us a rejection. Let's go to the 12-minute time frame and see what is happening right now. Potential bearish divs on the 12-minute time frame, potential money coming lower as well. This is a make it or break it zone for certain, guys. Right here. A make it or break it zone for certain. And this is very, very monumental because we have officially hit a new high on the Bitcoin chart. We have put in a higher high right now. The reason why this is make it or break it is because if this is a fake out, I wouldn't even necessarily consider this a higher high, right? I would consider this maybe just a double top pattern. All right. We are getting a slight rejection from that golden pocket 618 right here. Let's check out what is happening. Oh my goodness. Longs are opening up. We saw massive amounts of short liquidations. It's crazy, guys. This is crazy. 133 million volume on a single candle right now. This is absolutely insane. 133 million volume. 134 million volume. Let's see what this pump is. Absolutely insane. Let's see if we can zoom into a lower time frame and really see what's going on here, because it looks like, guys, we do have a lot of shorts that are opening up right now. We got some people shorting this, as you can see right here. We do have some shorts opening up. Actually, this is a little bit delayed here. This is delayed. Don't pay attention to it. But we do have some shorts opening up, as I can see on my other monitor here. Let's go back to the actual Bitcoin chart. Okay, so this is crucial, guys. Are we going to reclaim this level? This is very crucial. If we reclaim, we are going straight to 30K, and I'm going to FOMO into my long position and add to it. I'm going to add to it right here. I wonder what the news has come out like. Let's see if we can refresh the forexfactory.com website and see what has happened. Okay, so it was exactly as predicted, guys. 6% inflation. 6%. We are down from last month. Very interesting times. Very, very interesting. So we have lower inflation as the Fed is about to bail out banks. That's interesting because on paper, lower inflation is good for Bitcoin because it means the Fed is going to ease off on its financial tightening. But we know that in real life, the Fed is not doing things that's going to help inflation go down. No, it's not, guys. It's not. Man, this is absolutely insane. So we need to really watch and see what happens. Let's go to our 24-minute time frame. Okay, let's just look at what has happened here. So on the 24-minute time frame, guys, what do we see here? We see bearish divergences forming here, right? Bearish divergences. As the price is getting higher, the momentum waves are getting lower, the money flow is getting lower. This is not really what we want to be seeing in this moment. Okay, this is really not what we want to be seeing in the moment. Okay, we need to reclaim that level if we want higher prices. We come down to the 12-minute. What is happening on the 12? As well, we do see some bearish divergences, but money flow still looking potentially strong on the 12 here. As we reject from the 618 fib. Why do we reject from the 618 fib, guys? It's because the 618 Fibonacci is the girl that I had a crush on in high school. I was in the friend zone, unbeknownst to myself, in the friend zone, and when I asked her on a date, she rejected me. And it was a very painful rejection, but look at this. One of the reasons why she rejected me is because her best friend, who was a cheerleader, who was doing a backflip at the time, had very uneven glutes. If we take a look at market Cipher B right now, what are we kind of seeing? Unfortunately, guys, on the 12-hour, on the 1 hour, potentially the uneven glute pattern forming on the 1 hour time frame, money flow getting lower here. So can we push up? Can we invalidate these divergences? All right, we're going to go back to the 5-minute chart here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, guys. Massive amounts of trades wrecked, okay? We had a whole bunch of shorts get wrecked, and now we're actually seeing longs getting wrecked, okay? Longs are getting wrecked right now after that move to the downside. So we just wrecked a whole bunch of shorts. Now we wrecked a whole bunch of longs. It looks like we want to get a pump back to the upside, but open interest is on the decrease, guys. That means there's no fresh money coming into the market right now to push the price in either direction. There's indecision. There's indecision. That is what is happening right now. Indecision in the marketplace. People are like, okay, inflation's down. Now what? Are we going to pump or are we going to dump? Nobody quite knows for sure, but we're getting a blue candle back to the upside. Let's pull a local Fibonacci to see what is going to happen right now, because if we are going to continue down, it's likely that we do not come above the 786 Fibonacci level, okay, locally. So let's go ahead and turn on our 786 Fibonacci level right here. Boom. What does that mean? That means if we come up above this zone right here, it means most likely this is not a fake out and we're going to pump higher, right? It's all about using the fib levels. Okay, so we rejected from the big time 618. Now we have the local 6 Juanita, okay? Local hometown girl 6 Juanita. She might go out on a date with us, because here's the thing. The big time 6 Juanita, she's way out of my league, but the local hometown 6 Juanita, she might go out with me. Her options are limited. She either has to settle down with me and start a family, or she'll be alone for the rest of her life. She might let us through. As we are taking a look right now at what is happening, clearly we are in decision mode, but I would say that based on the lower term time frames, we definitely got some bearish divergences here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is if we do drop down much lower from here, we simply do have the lows of this range that we could also get a fake out from, right? We might come down, do something like this, get a fake out, and then boom, we don't know. We have to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame again and see what's happening here. Okay, wow, look at that, guys. Look at all the longs that are now closed out. We had pretty much everybody who FOMO'd long in this candle is now out of their position. Pretty much everybody who has shorted, going all the way back to, like, literally here, right? Everyone who shorted this whole rise is out of their position, and now we're waiting for the market to make a move, to make a decision as we wait to see what happens. As the long trade is still open, guys, up 1,573% in profit, 74x leverage. Shout out to everybody in the Casper Crew VIP Discord who took this long. This level was given in advance. All right. This is my jam right here, guys. This is my jam. Okay, so now we have some shorts opening up. We have a few shorts opening up here and some longs. So now people are starting to step back into the market. That's exactly what's happening. We have about 1 million traders opening up trades right now. Some are short, some are long. We have about 2.2 million shorts opening right here. 2.3 million shorts opening right now. It looks like the shorts are stepping in, guys, to potentially push the price down a little bit lower. We have the VWAP just below us down here at about 24,480. Let's see what happens here as we have 2.4 million shorts opening up. Let's take a look at Coinalyze to see if we have any kind of divergences forming. And the truth is, guys, it does look like we have some very local bullish divergences forming here. If we take a look and we just remove all our drawings, we do have some local bullish divergences forming here. We actually can't even see it on the 1 minute chart, but as the price is right now putting in a higher low, very, very locally, we are seeing the shorts open up and price is not able to continue down a little bit lower here. So we are going to have to kind of wait and see how this plays out. Again, we can't really see it on the 1 minute time frame. We need to be on a trend reversal chart, but I don't have one available right now to stream, unfortunately. But here we are. Here's where we find ourselves, guys. We find ourselves in a very key situation. Money flow is getting thick, looking like we do want to come up and make a new high. Looking like we do want to come up and make a new high right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If we get 1,000 likes in the next 20 minutes, we can do a Bitcoin giveaway. All right, let's see if this thick money flow really does lead to another pump to the upside here. As we can see, we've got 1.2. We have more shorts than longs opening up, but price is getting higher. That is a bullish thing, right? We've got shorts trying to short the price down, but price is getting higher. Let's see what happens here. The market is back on, okay? All these trades get stopped out. These purple candles here are trades getting stopped out and liquidated. This blue candle right down here, this is showing that traders are entering back into their positions here. Okay, let's see if we can hit some take profits on this thing, because I do have take profits, guys, going up very high. All right, I've got take profits. I've got one at 27,000. I've got one at 30,000. Let's see if we can't hit these TPs, guys. Let's see if we cannot hit these TPs right here. And let's see if we can't hold above this level, because if we do, like I said, I'm going to add to this trade, maybe make my entry right around here, right around 21,700. As we slowly are creeping up right now. We are creeping up. The price is creeping up. We're coming up to the local 6 Juanita. This is the make it or break it territory locally, guys. Okay, look at this. Coming up to the local zone where we know that we have a very beautiful woman that we are trying to ask out on a date. Is she going to let us through? Is that Fibonacci 618 going to let us through? Is her sister, the 786 Fibonacci, going to let us through? Is she going to go out on a date with us or no? We're approaching. We're approaching to ask. We're gathering the courage. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Purple candles coming in. Let's see what's happening now back on the order flow chart. Okay, here's what's happening, guys. 16 million volume on an increase of open interest. We have about an equal number of longs and shorts right now. It's a real battle right now. It's a real battle. Because out of the 17 million, there's only 500,000 more shorts than longs. We're about equal. They are battling it out. The bulls versus the bears are battling it out. Who's going to win? The bulls or the bears? All right, we want those big blue candles, okay? Those big blue candles. We are getting another little pump to the upside here as we're approaching the 6 Juanita. Oh no, right into the 6 Juanita with a little wick to the downside. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Bitcoin is pumping up. Oh, coming back down, but pumping up. As we approach the 786 Fibonacci retest of the 618, this could be a big move to the upside. Oh my goodness, as we are pumping like crazy. Let's see what happens in the make it or break it zone, guys. This is so dang crucial right now. This is so dang crucial right now. Okay, wow. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is crazy, guys. We have just made another higher high. We have just made another higher high for the Bitcoin. Can you guys believe this? Can you believe the pumpage that is currently happening right now on the Bitcoin price? Okay, all right. Another little move to the downside. Maybe a CDW of the CDW. I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that we can hold money flow on the 1 minute getting thick. Let's check out our 6 minute. 6 minute potential bear div, but money flow looking kind of thick, guys. Alright, money flow looking kind of thick. I think we might be able to come up a little bit higher here. Again, this is, I'd say, neutral news in the sense that it is exactly as predicted, right? Last month it was higher than predicted. This month it's exactly as predicted. Man, look at this pump though, guys. This is absolutely crazy right now. This is crazy. This is pretty crazy, guys. All right. I think we could pump pretty hard right now, guys. I think we could pump pretty hard. I think we could pump pretty hard. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. Binance has a wall at 25.5. Well, oh, a buy wall. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. All right, this is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. I guess I originally hit another TP. All right, let's see what we can. Let's put another. See what we can do here. Man, this is a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow. Don't you know? A little bit slow. Yeah, this is super slow, guys. Alright, let's check out what's happening here. Oh man, we're frozen. Okay, we have lots of trades coming in. Volume is high right now. Volume is really high. Wow, we have a lot of shorts actually coming in. People are shorting this right now. We have more shorts than longs opening up. This is very, very interesting. We have more shorts than longs opening up, giving us locally even more bullish CVD. Okay, let's see if we can continue to get our pump up here. All right, so yeah, I've added to my trade, and this is very slow. Sometimes ByBit gets a little slow, guys. Alright, as we just continue to pump here. Man, this is wild. This is wild. Okay, so yeah, look at... Oh my goodness! People are shorting this like crazy. Which it makes me, you know... That could be fuel for the fire to push us up to the upside. We have 4 million shorts opening up at the high, but let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Again, you know, I would say like right now we have taken out that high from February. We're coming up. Let's pull some more fibs, okay? Let's pull some more fibs. This is very important stuff. Let's pull more fibs right now. because we do need to be aware of some other potential 6 Juanitas. Like 25.9 is actually a key area of resistance for us, right? That is actually a key zone of resistance. Let's that we have another fib at 25.9. So let's see. Watch this. Our fib from here to here. Yeah, look at that, guys. We're hitting into, right now as we speak, another 6 Juanita. Okay, we're hitting into another 6 Juanita. So this is also a zone of resistance. If we can come above this 618, man, smooth sailing to 30K in my opinion. This is also another area that we have to be aware of. That's why so many people are shorting. That is why so many people are shorting here, guys. People are shorting the 618. Look at this. Wow. Look at all the shorts coming in. All this purple stuff here. These are shorts coming in at the 618. So the 618, yes, it could give us a move to the downside, but the fact that all these shorts are opening up right here, I don't know. Typically, you would want to see a whole bunch of longs getting trapped into the 6 Juanita. You wouldn't necessarily want to see a whole bunch of shorts coming up to her, right? She's not into short guys. You know what I'm saying? She's just not into short guys. So let's see what happens here, guys. I really think that although we could find some resistance here, I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see if we can hit some more of these higher targets right here. Let's see if we can hit $27,000 right now. Can we do it? Can we do it? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who has liked the stream. Tom Cruise says, should we enter? I can't tell you that, man. Like, look, I'm entering a long here, but it's a FOMO long, and I'm adding to my position from the exact bottom. So it's like, you know, I'm in a unique position. If we dump from here, I'm still going to be in massive profits, right? If we dump from here, I still am guaranteed to make a quarter of a Bitcoin. If we pump from here, I'll potentially make up to half a Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's never a good idea, in my opinion, to long resistance, but sometimes it works. Shout out to Lauren. She says, wait for trend break for shorts. That's very true. Yeah, we wait for some kind of sign of weakness, some kind of market structure break. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Shout out to Lori Mendez. This is crazy, guys, as we continue this wild Bitcoin pump, as we are coming up to the 618 Fibonacci level from the high in May to the low in November, and it's offering us very little resistance. This is very bullish looking, in my opinion. The fact that we are not rejecting from her is pretty dang bullish, in my opinion, guys. This is pretty dang bullish. I'm just gonna say it. It's pretty bullish. This is wild, man. This is a crazy pump day. These are the types of days that us Bitcoin people wait for, you know? And honestly, as we kind of consolidate here, we're even printing more bullish CVD, right? Isn't that crazy? Look at this. The 5-minute time frame, we could see that. Well, actually, we can't really see it on the 5-minute time frame. Let's see if we can see it on Coinalyze. See if we can see it on Coinalyze. Yeah, look at this, guys. Right? Look at this. As the price is getting higher, the CVD is getting lower on an increase of open interest. This is bullish, guys. This is bullish. This is not bearish, in my opinion. Right? Let's wait and see what happens here, but in my opinion, this is not bearish. All right, and if we do dump from here, we dump from here. But I'm looking to hit some higher targets. Come on, baby. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get to 30K. Shout out to Philosopher. Says, end the Fed. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down to end the Fed. You know what I'm saying? but you're not allowed to talk about that. And if you do talk about it, if you even talk about auditing the Fed, well, bad things happen to you. All right, baby, here we go. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Let's see what we can do right now. Let's see what we can do. All right, very locally, we got some bearish CVD forming, super local right here. We got some local absorption happening, guys. Some local absorption happening right now. After that last move to the upside, we did have some local absorption happening. We did see some longs get absorbed at that last high. Very interesting. On a very low time frame, we did see some longs getting absorbed. And we do know that we are in a golden pocket zone. So very interesting. That is the first sign of potential weakness that we see on the chart here, as we saw some absorption coming in. Okay? We saw some slight absorption coming in there. Of course, it's on a very low time frame, but that is why we have gotten this little move to the downside. And I wish I could show you guys this, but I can't, because for some reason my XO charts are not loading very nicely on my desktop here, right? It's not loading very nicely on my desktop, on my browser. But very slightly here, as we put in that last high, we did see some of these longs getting absorbed. Okay, and that is why we are currently getting this slight move to the downside right here. Okay. Now let's see if we just back test the 618 and then another move to the upside. That would be quite nice. All right, back test the 618. Another move to the upside would be quite nice. Okay. All right. Shout out to from Velociraptor, Pump Song Rallies, the gods. Should we do the pump song? Maybe we could do the pump song during the stream. Kind of want to wait and see what happens here. Let's turn on Market Cipher quickly and see what has happened also during that last little move up. As we know, we're in a zone of local resistance. Okay, slight bearish divergence on the 1 minute. Nothing to be too concerned about. How's the 6 minute looking? 6 minute, no bearish divs. Money flow, potential bear div. Nothing to be too concerned about here. Nothing to be too concerned about, in my opinion, right here. This is definitely a, oh man, 12 minute also looking pretty bullish here. We did see a little bit of absorption. Let's see if I can't pull something up for you guys to show you what I'm talking about. To show you this zone of local resistance that we got, where we saw some longs being absorbed, which is why we're just kind of chilling out here, right? It's pretty cool when you can see this stuff happening. When you're like, I wonder why price just stopped right there, and there's an actual reason that you can point to. Right? And right now, what are we seeing? We're actually starting to see some bullish CVD forming here as well. So it looks like now, after that absorption of the longs at the high, we're seeing more absorption of shorts at the low, which means we're going to get another leg up right here. Let's wait for this pump. Looks like we could get another pump, and we're starting to get another pump here. Come on. Come on, Bighorn. Come on. You can do it. You can give us the pump. You can give us the pump. I think we can get another pump up here, guys. We are seeing, as we're watching this price action play out, we are seeing people who started to short down here getting absorbed by bigger players. So let's see what happens here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless you all in the name of Jesus the Messiah. I pray everybody is very blessed. Even if you're not religious, well, I still pray for you. Still pray for you. Alright, I want to take a look at this right now, because I want to show you guys what happened here. Okay? I want to show you guys what happened here. why we got this move to the downside. Okay, because it's very, very interesting how you can watch this stuff play out in real time. Okay, now look at this. I actually don't know if I'll be able to show you guys. I'm really sorry. Right now there's something wrong with my computer. Okay, we are coming up into the 618 Fibonacci. Things are looking strong at this 618. Things are looking pretty dang strong right here, guys. Things are looking pretty dang strong. Okay, here we go. Another big pump. Another big pump. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're coming up to the 0.65 fib level here. As can be seen. This, I mean, this golden pocket right here, this is it, man. This is the only resistance that we have until 30K. So let's see if we can't come above this 0.65 fib right now. Man, I think we can do it. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Bitcoin. You can do it. Can you guys believe we're at a $26,000 Bitcoin? This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Just a few days ago, I was convinced we were not going to put in a higher high. This is absolutely insane. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Man, you guys are absolutely amazing. Will it dump after this? It might. I mean, I don't know. How could I possibly know? I don't know. But I would say that eventually we have to find some kind of resistance. But, you know, I've got my take profits set right here at $30,000, man. At $30,000. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. I've got a TP here at 27,000. 27,000. I think we can do it, guys. This is the daily chart, by the way. This is the daily chart right now. This is insane. 27,000. Let's see, 26,900. Let's hit a few TPs here. Man, we are getting, shorts are getting absolutely liquidated right now. We just had a whole bunch of shorts get liquidated as we hit into the 0.65 Fibonacci. We just had a whole bunch of shorts get liquidated. This is crazy, guys. Shorts are getting absolutely wrecked right now. Shorts are getting absolutely wrecked right now. So this is a key zone to be aware of, the 0.65 Fibonacci. Because, I mean, this is the last guy, right? This is when I say guy, I mean this is the last resistance that we have here. This is the last resistance that we have until 30K, in my opinion. Right? This is the last resistance until 30K. So obviously we're going to get some kind of little thing here, right? There's no surprise when we come up to key zones that we get some kind of reaction at them, right? That's just to be normal. That is just to be normal. Let's see what's happening here. What has happened here? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so guys, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, shorts are wrecked, and we got so many longs coming in right now. Longs are in control of this market right now. Longs are in control of this market right now. They're absolutely in control. And, okay, so we've got some TPs to hit. Let's see, we're going to hit another TP at 29K as well. Do you think we can get there? I don't know. 29,000. And, let's do another 10. So, let's go! Let's see if we can hit some of these TPs here. This this really is crazy, guys. This is insane. I'm looking right now at my my spot portfolio here as well, and things are just absolutely crazy right now. Things are absolutely insane right now. Okay, so what is going on locally here, guys? Honestly, I have to say that the pump volume is slowing down a little bit here. Volume is slowing down a little bit. You know, we went from, you know, 144 million to 95 million on a big increase of open interest. Now we're down to 7.8 million on this candle. We have a few shorts that are opening up here. Nothing too crazy. I mean, locally here, we're still printing some bullish looking CVD. We do have to be aware though that this is a zone of resistance, right? I mean, this is a potential zone of resistance here. 0.65 Fibonacci. If we're going to find some kind of resistance, or if we're going to consolidate a little bit, this is the zone where it's going to be, right? This is the zone where it's going to be. If it's going to happen, it's going to be from here, right? If it's going to happen, it's going to be from here. I think it's a higher chance than not that we actually keep coming higher. Let's assess the 12-minute. Yeah, based on the 12-minute, guys, I would say that the high is not in. Based on this 12-minute, I would say that the high is not in yet. Right? I say the high is not in yet. I say we could keep coming down more. Based on the 24-minute, I would say the high is not in. Although the 24-minute is honestly printing a signal that, in my opinion, could be a top signal. Could be a top signal. Let's check out the 1 hour here. Yeah, I mean, this could be a significant high here. Because we're at the golden pocket, this could be a significant high. But as I'm watching this consolidation right here, we're still building some bullish CVD divergences. We're still building some bullish CVD divergences here. Another dead cat bounce. A dead cat bounce or a dead cat rejection? What are we talking about? Yeah, so guys, in about 20 minutes, okay? In about 20 minutes, we are going to see New York open, okay? We have extreme bullish CVD printing right now on these local time frames. So let's check it out. Look at this, right? Price is making higher lows, and CVD is coming down lower than it was back here. I know it's a little bit hard to see on the on such a low time frame, but it is true. Let's see if I can't load this up here. Let's see if I can't load this up. No, it's very delayed, and I'm not sure why, guys. I'm not sure why it's so delayed. Alright, so we have some shorts opening up here, about 7 million shorts. That's nothing compared to the amount of longs I have opened up along the way. And we are at a zone of resistance. These shorts, I do believe, are probably going to get absorbed and give us a move to the upside. That's just kind of my bias right now on this. We are at the 0.65 Fibonacci, so let's see what happens, guys, as New York opens in 20 minutes. All right, as New York opens in 20 minutes, are we going to see another big pump? Okay, that we need to be watching out for another big pump as New York opens in about 20 minutes. We also need to be watching for, when New York opens, a potential fake out. Okay, we need to be watching these lower time frames to see, are we going to get some kind of bear div? Are we going to get some kind of absorption happening here that could give us a potential move to the downside, right? Because that is also a possibility. And let's quickly check out what the S&P 500 is doing right now. This is the S&P 500 futures chart, obviously up, And this is the dollar right now, which has honestly not been doing too much on the day. Dollar's kind of been chilling out on the day. We do understand the dollar has printed a daily bearish divergence. Okay, a daily bearish div right here for the dollar, which is bullish for Bitcoin. The S&P 500 is kind of finding support, kind of in the middle of nowhere, guys. But obviously S&P is in a downtrend. Crypto has officially put in a higher high. Very interesting how the decoupling of the S&P and the Bitcoin has kind of been lately. All right, still kind of forming some bearish, some bullish looking CVD locally here. As we see shorts continue to come in, the price is unable to make lower highs, right? We could see this very locally here, right? Just very, very locally. Right, we see the CVD getting lower as the price is getting higher. This is not, in my opinion, an indication to take a long trade right now. Not in my book, because it's at a resistance. So I would never long into a resistance. But New York is about to open, guys, and we are about to see maybe a big continuation here. Maybe finally hitting our take profits when New York opens. And again, we have just experienced a very dramatic Bitcoin pump, taking out the highs. This is crazy. Look at these daily candles, guys. This is like bull market type stuff. I'm not saying we're in a bull market, but I mean, in the past 3 days so far, we have seen a 30% move to the upside. That is absolutely insane. A 30% move to the upside right here. Sheesh, guys. That is crazy. Guys, make sure to like the stream. We got about 2,500 people in here, only about 900 likes. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do our giveaway. We only needed 1,000 likes by 9 a.m. and it's 9:12 a.m. But if we can get 2,000 likes by 9:30, then we will be giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin live on the stream. And by the time the stream is over, man, who knows? $500 worth of Bitcoin could be worth a lot more tomorrow. Is ETH making a symmetrical triangle? Yes, ETH is making a symmetrical triangle pattern right now. All right, let's check out ETH quickly while we're waiting for New York to open. All right, let's check out ETH quickly while we are waiting for New York to open. Let's check it out. This is actually very interesting about ETH, because ETH, although Bitcoin has been trading, breaking up into ranges and breaking down into ranges, Ethereum has been trading in a symmetrical triangle. The FTX dump did not really cause Ethereum to lose the range. In fact, just the opposite. It actually made a higher low. So very, very interesting stuff, guys. Very, very interesting times. As we were waiting for New York to open in 15 minutes, we are about to take a quick look at the Ethereum chart right here. Okay, let's see what's happening. All right, here we go. ETH, wow, ETH, guys, absolutely pumping, taking out the highs as well right now. This is very bullish looking, in my opinion, that ETH is making a higher high here. But yes, look at this. We have a symmetrical triangle forming right here. And it looks like, guys, we are potentially even breaking out of this triangle right now. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Is that not crazy? ETH potentially right now breaking out of this symmetrical triangle. Could be a fake out still, right? Because if this is just a wick, we would still draw our trend lines the same and say, all right, yeah, it was a fake out. But very interesting to see ETH breaking out of this triangle that we have literally been printing since May 2022. Man. And we still have bullish CVD forming on the chart right now, guys. As we can see, still we got more shorts coming in, although open interest is pretty flat. The CVD is still kind of bullish. New York is going to open in 15 minutes, guys, in 15 minutes. So let's really wait and see what is going to happen here. While we're waiting, guys, I will be right back, because always 15 minutes before New York Open happens, the coffee hits the bladder and I have to pee. But make sure that this trade does not get liquidated, guys. Our goal here is to close out the day with a $12,000 profit. Let's see if we can't do it. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. you guys going outside? All right, y'all. Well, man, that was I feel like a new man. You guys know what it's like to feel like a new man after you release the contents of the bladder. Whew, man, it feels good. So it's about 13 minutes until New York opens, guys. And man, I do have to say that I am excited to see what is about to go down. I don't know if we're going to pump. I don't know if we're going to dump, guys. I'm hoping that we pump right now. I'm hoping that we pump. We are getting a little bit of a move to the downside here, guys, before New York opens, as we have gotten a little rejection from the 0.65 Fibonacci level. All right, from the 0.65 Fibonacci. This is a zone where we should be looking for some kind of resistance to happen. I mean, it's not any kind of big surprise that as we come up to this level, especially right before New York opens, that we get some kind of a resistance here, guys. This is absolutely normal, to be expected. Okay, this is normal and to be expected here. All right, let's pop into the chat, man. You guys are the best. I'm excited to see New York open. We are going to see some crazy volatility enter into these markets when New York opens, guys. So a few things that we need to be aware of is, number one, a fake, basically taking out the highs right here and then getting a dump, right? Doing something like this, and then zoop, right? That is something that we do need to be aware of right now. Something else that we need to be aware of is, I guess just a dump in general. Man, look at this. So we are starting to get a little dump in general here. Wow. Let's see what happens. We're retesting the 618. Now remember, guys, this is the golden pocket. What does that mean? That means this is the last zone of resistance before we hit that $30,000 target that we have for our level here. Let's see what happens. We are back testing the 618, potentially getting a big move to the upside. Come on, baby. We're trying to hit our $30,000 Bitcoin target by the end of the stream. By the end of the stream. That's what I am looking at. And honestly, big things to be concerned about, guys, would actually be losing this high, right? Losing the high at 25,339. That is concerning. That would be concerning, okay? We are kind of finding support now at this Fibonacci golden pocket. So she was resistance. Now she's acting as support. This is a good sign. Let's see what happens here. Okay, let's see what happens here. All right, we do want to be aware of local areas of resistance along the way. And I am pulling up this chart. Let's take a look at the order flow before New York opens. All right, we want to take a look at this order flow chart here and see what is happening. As the price is getting a little move to the upside, what do we see here? Well, we do see some, interestingly enough, some bullish looking CVD, guys. I mean, you know, we could see from here to the higher low, open interest on the increase, lots of shorts opening up here. Price is still making higher lows, so this is good. This is good to see for more upside when New York opens in 9 minutes. However, we need to juxtapose that with the fact that we did get some lower time frame bearish divs into a very important zone of resistance, right? Into a very important zone of resistance. 12-minute red dot. You know, there's a potential for some downside here, guys. Obviously, there's always potential for up and downside, but I would say when New York opens, let's pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. You guys know how it goes. We're going to pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. All right, guys, we have 8 minutes until New York is about to open. We are looking to hit our targets on this long trade right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see if we can't get 2,000 likes before New York opens. If we can, we will be giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin live on the stream. CPI is already out as of 8:30 this morning. Yeah, I know, man. We've been streaming since 8:15. Well, when I say man, I guess Crypto Steph, I mean woman. Well, I don't mean to assume the gender. We have stream latency. Do you guys think we have stream latency? Let me know. Shout out to Kelly Kaiser in the chat. I hope we're not freezing up, guys. Let's check on the health of the stream right here. It says excellent condition. So I'm hoping everything's good, guys. Looks like most of you guys from the poll are either long or neither. Long or neither. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Okay, cool, no latency. We are about to pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K, guys, as we're waiting for New York to open in 6 minutes. In 6 minutes, New York is going to open. This is insane, guys. This is absolutely insane right now, what is happening. I'm very excited for New York to be opening. Come on, New York. Come on, New York. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are absolutely the best. Blessings to you all. Shout out to Memory Man. He thinks it will hold. More long incoming. Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing, guys. If we take a look at what's happening right now on this order flow chart, right, we can see that potentially we do have some more bullish CVD forming here, right? As the price is getting higher, making higher lows, the CVD is getting lower. But I would say this, right? I would say this. Volume is low right now, and we're going to see a big injection of volume coming in, okay? Coming in. This is absolutely going to be, in my opinion, what happens in the next 5 minutes is going to determine the trajectory of Bitcoin for the next few months. Because if we do find resistance here, and New York is going to dump us, that is very weak. We need to have follow through. If we are going to then pump, and if my trade is going to hit these juicy take profits, right? Then I believe the sky is the limit. I believe so. Because if we can reclaim $30,000, let's not forget. Let's not forget what is happening here. Wow. Wow. This is just crazy, guys. Let's not forget what is happening with this $30,000, okay? Let me erase everything from the chart right now. Let's erase everything from the chart. If we can reclaim 30K, we are going right into the territory of basically sky's the limit. Here's why. Because it's the old value area for the 2-year, basically, the end of the bull run, right? And once we come into an old range, it's very probable that we fill to the top of the range. Case in point, y'all, look at what happened over here, right? Look what happened over here. Bitcoin lost the range to the downside, but once we came back into it, it was very quick to fill to the top. Very quick, right? Case in point, again, we can look at this on the 4-hour time frame and see what's just happened over the past few days, right? Bitcoin had lost the range to the downside, but once we came back in, it was very quick that we filled the range to the top, right? Look at this, right? We had lost the range to the downside right here. When we came back in, look, boom, fast move up to the top of the range. Now, people don't like to get bullish on Bitcoin. They're like, but Jason, the world's falling apart, and the Fed's raising interest rates, and there's wars, and recessions. Well, you know what, guys? I'm a little bit of a contrarian, and I'm a firm believer. That this entire economic system is a giant Ponzi scheme set up to make the rich people richer and the poor people poorer. So when all the normal people are saying, but Jason, guess what? We just had a massive downturn for the past year, right? And all the rich people were able to buy a whole bunch of risk assets at a very low price, And so now they're going to pump their bags that all the poor people got wrecked in the market with their 401ks and all this stuff, right? Now, I mean, look at you got billionaires, they're buying real assets, they're buying real estate all over the place. It's because things are about to pump, guys. We're about to enter into a hyperinflationary event, right? The banks are being bailed out again by the Fed. We are about to see things pump because when inflation goes up, guess what goes up? The price of stuff, right? And Bitcoin is a stuff. It's gonna pump, baby. And we are looking right in the face of these macro bottom signals. The fundamentals and the technicals, they always line up, right? They always line up. The fundamentals and the technicals always line up. So here we got here on the monthly time frame, right? What do we have on the monthly time frame? The historic bottom signal of the bear market is printing on market Cipher B. Okay, doesn't mean we're going straight into the bull market, but it means the bottom of the bear market is in. And the fundamentals and the technicals always line up, right? Look at this. I mean, we printed the bottom signal in 2018. We got a relief rally. Then we got a big old dumperoni. Everybody thought the world was ending right here, right? The economy shut down. The economy shut down, but then the economy hit new all-time highs. Why? Because everything's fake. It's a whole Ponzi scheme. So everybody, normal people got wrecked. Normal businesses got wrecked. Normal people got wrecked. But the rich people got way richer because of all the stimulus that came in during the vid, right? Lots of people got rich, but a lot of people got poor. I think we're going to see the same thing happen again right here. I'm not saying that the bottom of the price is in, right? But I am saying if we reclaim 30K, we could see much more relief. That's all I'm saying. We could see much more relief. Look at what happened in 2018. We had a lot of relief come in here. A lot of relief before we put in that double bottom, right? Boom. 300%. 300%. In the bear market, we came up to a $14,000 Bitcoin. That's $6,000 away from the all-time high. We were closer to the all-time high during the bear market than we were to the low, right? So that's why it's not so crazy to me to think that if we reclaim 30K, as New York is officially open for business right now, as we reclaim 30K, we could see Bitcoin come up to $47,000, $50,000, and it still not necessarily be the bull market yet, right? So yeah, I know I'm crazy. Jason's crazy. He is crazy. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some idiot in the basement in a tank top, sometimes no shirt. You know? All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, New York is open. Shout out to Tom Crown, guys. Make sure to go like Tom Crown, follow Tom Crown, subscribe to Tom Crown. Great YouTuber, great content. A diamond in the crypto YouTuber rough. Yes, New York is officially open for business, guys. Let's see what's happening here. As New York is open for business, we are starting to see some longs come in and some shorts close out. Some shorts are taking profits here after this move to the downside, and we do have some longs now opening up. Volume's a little bit low here, 3.8 million on a 5-minute candle. You know, compare this to the 53 million that we had on that last high. And man, it is interesting. We are seeing volume kind of taper off in general. 144 million on that first candle on the CPI news, 53 million at the high at the 0.65. We saw a whole bunch of shorts, we saw longs get liquidated on this move down. And now let's see what happens. We're starting to see some longs enter in. 4 million longs coming into the market right now. Got some shorts and some longs now coming in. People are committing to different positions as the New York market is opening. And typically, guys, New York is a time where we get lots of volume coming into the market. So look at that, guys. The 6 Juanita Fibonacci level is holding as our support. So here's what we really want to be watching for right now, guys. We want to be watching for a potential retest. Let's see what happens. Let's go to Coinalyze. Let's pull out our fib here, because we might actually get we're looking for some kind of sign of weakness here. Let's see if we see any kinds of signs of weakness. Right, we do want to be aware of the local Fibonacci retracement zone right around here. This is right where we want to be wary of, because if we start to see a whole bunch of longs being absorbed into the golden pocket locally, this could give us another little move to the downside here, right? If we start to see the CVD getting higher and this open interest continuing to increase, that could be a sign of weakness that we need to be aware of, right? So let's see what happens as we come up into that zone. The longs are starting to open. Yeah, let's see. I wish I could show you guys my order flow chart here, but I cannot. So we do have some slight right now, slightly, hang on, let's see what's going on. We put in a very, very local bearish div here as we came up to the 382 Fibonacci. A very local bearish div. It's so local that you can't even, actually you can see it here on the 1 minute chart, right? Very locally, as the price made this lower high right here, we saw a whole bunch of longs just open up, causing the CVD to take a turn to the upside. That's why we're getting this little purple candle here, guys. We can see this stuff happening in real time, right? We can see this stuff happening in real time. So we got a slight bearish divergence right here, and that is why we're getting this purple candle to the downside. New York is open for business, everybody, and we are at the 0.65 Fibonacci retracement, the last zone of resistance before $30,000. The long trades are still open. We are looking for another move to the upside. However, we're aware that we're at resistance right now, and we do have right now about 15 million volume on this 1 5-minute candle, the first candle of the New York Open. It's about to close in less than a minute here. And the majority of the trades are actually long trades. So we did have some longs getting absorbed here, which is why we are starting off with these few purple candles on the 1 minute chart. Is because we had longs, kind of FOMO long here, and we did have some bigger players building some limit short orders up here, giving us this little move to the downside. Okay, so the main levels for me that I am watching are going to be basically the retest of the high right down here. So like let's come to the, let's go to the daily time frame, and yeah, we need to be very much so aware of the 25,300 level. Actually, I would say 25,350 level, because if we lose 25,350, that is in my opinion a exuberant fake out, meaning it's not a quick wick up, wick down fake out, but it is in general a fake out where there's just no more longs coming in here to push the price up, and or maybe we saw longs getting absorbed, and so now it looks like the market wants to come back into the old range, right? So we need to be watching this right now as New York is open for business, guys. As New York is open for business. And you know, I did add to my long position from down here at the earlier in the stream, so I'm hoping for another pump because I'm really hoping to hit my $30,000 target here. Okay, but either way, I am satisfied with this profit right now, right? I'm satisfied with it, so I'll take it, right? Considering this was a scalp trade, guys, this was literally a scalp trade that I was looking to hold very, very short. And it just turned into a swing because there was no reason to keep closing it. We just kept on showing signs of strength. So I just kept the trade open, right? Shout out to everyone in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. This level was given in advance. It was a very interesting zone of support. Very interesting that it held. By the way, guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. Also, if you want 0% limit fees on ByBit for derivative contracts, click the link in the description. It's actually a good deal for anybody who knows how to trade, because those limit fees can eat into your profits. Also, if you want to learn how to trade, we have a 20% discount on the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. Link in the description. Also, we do have a 20% discount on Market Cipher if you use the coupon code JUICYCHEEKS, all one word, if you're interested in Market Cipher. And I think that's all I have to shill for you guys. Let's get back into the charts. And yeah, it's looking like pretty neutral here. Yeah, so this actually shows you a little bit more clearly that bearish absorption that I was talking about, right? We can see more clearly on the trend reversal chart that as the price made this slightly lower high, we saw all these longs opening up right here, giving us a slight bearish divergence, which is why we got this move to the downside. But now you can see we're starting to get a little bit moved back up here, so we need to be watching what's happening as we come up into the golden pocket. We might actually print another drive of bearish divergence here. Let's kind of see what happens very locally. Right, if we see a whole bunch of longs coming into this zone right here, right, and and we see this CVD is getting higher, that is an official now bearish divergence. Shout out to Indiana Candles, who's rocking out to Dream Theater. We have a trigger wave on the 1 minute. The SPX is pumping. Okay, that's bullish. DXY did get a rejection from the golden pocket, and the DXY is this is not looking too strong. But I would say that let's see, locally, since New York Open, we have gotten a little bit of a move to the upside on the dollar here. A little bit of a move to the upside on the dollar right here. Let's check out this again. Okay, we do want to really keep our eyes on this here, guys. We do want to be keeping our eyes on this, y'all, because this could be a make it or break it zone for the Bitcoin price. And I'm really hoping that we pump, guys. I'm hoping that we pump. We're starting to get a little pump here. We're starting to get a little pump. Come on. Come on. Come on. We have to wait for New York to make some kind of a decision right here. This is a very delayed chart, and I wish it wasn't, guys. I wish it wasn't. Let's go to our 5 minute on Coinalyze. Yeah. So a real sign that we may be coming down here, as I was saying, is, look, if this green line comes up higher, as we come up into the purple box, that is showing us that whales are actually building short orders from the Fibonacci golden pocket, which we're at, right? We're at the Fib golden pocket right now. So this is the last resistance until we get to 30K. This green box is 30K. And so if we come above this zone, guys, we are absolutely going to 30K in my opinion, but this is the make it or break it area, and that's why we're watching to see, are the whales looking to long or short here, right? Are they looking to long or short here? And once we come into the purple box, I think we'll have a little bit more clarity, because the purple box is the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. And if we see longs being absorbed into the golden pocket of the golden pocket, like we're hitting to the golden pocket number one, like we're in a macro golden pocket, and now we're looking at the local golden pocket to give us a little bit more clarity. You know, just a tad smidge more clarity here is what we need. Tad smidge more clarity here is what we need. Come on, Bitcoin. I need a new pair of shoes. And my shoes are only available for purchase if Bitcoin hits $30,000. Wow, Justin has seen Dream Theater live 34 times. Still see the S&P. Interesting. Aaron G sees the S&P come down to pre-coof levels at some point this year. That would be crazy, man, if the S&P does drop down to the pre-coof levels. Shout out to Bluster Tech, who says, I'm the best Bitcoin commentator. Wow, I really, I don't know. I think Tino might have me on that one, but I really like your taco shell hat right there, man, or whatever that thing is. Looks like a taco shell. Shout out to Michael K. Strupp, who says, hit the like, y'all. Money flow on the 4-hour and 8-hour starting to go up. Yeah, so it's interesting because this daily big green dot here, this could really be a very juicy hidden bullish divergence. I mean, if we look at it like this, right? I mean, if we look at it from the low, Bitcoin's all-time low to right here, right? This could be a very, very juicy hidden bullish divergence. Man! That could be a very juicy hidden bullish div. And also, when we do start to look at the 8-hour, I can't help but see that money flow curving to the upside. The only thing I would have liked to see is, you know, I was not expecting this bottom to be in, guys. 4-hour green dot, money flow about to cross. This is, that's a very bullish signal on market Cipher B right now on the 4-hour time frame. It's a very bullish sign on the 4-hour time frame right here. Okay, we are starting to get a little bit of a movement. And I'm not talking about... Oh, man. Dang, this is just not cool at all. This is just not cool at all. What the heck? All right, here we go. We're back on the 5-minute time frame. This is what it... we are back on the 5-minute time frame right now. Okay, man, guys. So let's see what is going on right here. Okay, so we're still just kind of hanging out. We're seeing traders open up positions. Traders are currently opening up positions. It's about equal shorts and longs. In general, there's more longs than shorts right here. Very locally, we are seeing some bearish divergences locally, right? Because if we just take a look at the 1-minute time frame, we can see that as the price is getting a little bit lower highs here, right? We can see the CVD getting slightly higher. It's nothing really to write home about. I would really like to come into that purple box to make some kind of a decision here as to what I think is going to happen. But in the meantime, I am really hoping that we can get another little push to the upside here. I'm hoping we can get a little push to the upside here. In the meantime, let's just listen to this breakdown. All right, man. Well, that was a cool breakdown, you know. I'll take it. So shout out to another one. Shout out to, hang on. I got to make sure this isn't copywritten music right now. 1 second. Yeah, that was copywritten music. We cannot allow that to happen. Man, that could get me absolutely wrecked on YouTube. That get me wrecked on YouTube. All right, we will listen to synthwave music right now. This is what I like. Good old synthwave, retro 80s. Synthwave music. Okay, here we go. We're starting to get a little pumperoni. This is exactly what we want to see. All right. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get any kind of bearish signs here? And if not, man, then we are going to hit our targets on this juicy long trade. We're going to hit our targets, $27,000, $29,000, and $30,000. Absolutely crazy right now. Is Tom Crown in the house? He was here. Shout out to Tom Crown, man. Go subscribe to Tom Crown's YouTube channel, guys, because he is giving out the juice. Shout out to Tom Crown. He is right here. He's giving out the juice on his YouTube channel, guys. Definitely don't want to miss what he has to say about all this stuff. S&P looks bearish. S&P is looking a little bit bearish, I would say, on like a higher term time frame. It's in a downtrend, right? It's in a confirmed downtrend. But I can't say that it's necessarily looking super bearish locally, right? We do have a resistance. Yeah, I mean, this is the range here. I would say major resistance for the S&P is 3770. I've been waiting for 3770 to hit since we were up here. Right, I thought we were going to hit it down here. We did not. We front ran that. So right now, taking out these lows on the S&P 500 is going to give us, in my opinion, a bullish bounce. But let's check out the 1 hour on the S&P 500. This is the ES mini futures chart right here. Looking pretty dang bullish to me locally here. But look at that momentum and money flow kind of coming up. And let's just kind of take a little gander. A gander? Is that what the kids call it these days? I don't know. I'm old, guys. We're going to be taking a gander at this little range that we got here. Yeah, I would say that we do have some resistance around taking out these highs around 39.87. 39.87 could give us resistance for the ES. So let's set an alert here, because if we take out those highs and find resistance, we very well may get some kind of also little rejection on Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah, we very well may. Let me refresh this. And let's check out our Coinalize chart and see what's happening here. Okay, we're chopping along, baby. We're chopping along, right? We're like a chef with a chef knife cutting onions. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. You know, that's what we are right now. We are a chef knife cutting onions. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Tom Crown holding it down. The DXY rejecting off local resistance. And right now, Bitcoin with a little bit of a move to the downside right here locally. Very interesting. Looks like we're getting some volume coming in on Bitcoin. Let's check this out. Shout out to Red Roo, by the way. The giveaway. We have never been able to do a giveaway, man. We have never been able to do a giveaway. We needed 1,000 likes before 9 o'clock. Then we needed 2,000 likes before 9:30. But it didn't happen, and we definitely have the people in here to give the likes. So people just don't like the stream. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because my armpits smell horrible, guys. You know, I was working out this morning. Squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, and weighted chin-ups. So maybe that's why people don't like the video. You know? Alright, so here we are, guys. 4-hour green dot is a printing. The 4-hour green dot is a printing. The money flow is a crossing on the 4-hour. And as we know, historically speaking, the 4-hour money flow cross green dot combo is a very bullish signal. It's a very bullish signal. And it's one of my favorites also. Shout out to Brando. Shout out to Cardonian. It's moments like this why Bitcoin was created. I agree. The day is pumping hard. Do you mean the dollar? What do you mean? What's pumping hard? The day? Do you mean the DXY? Yeah, the DXY is pumping hard. It's pumping pretty hard on the 12-minute chart. Let's check out the 1 minute on the dollar here. Yeah, look at that. Dollar getting a move to the upside. Now remember, inflation is exactly as expected here. And I do have to say that the Fed is bailing out banks now. I think inflation is going to probably... I think it's going to start to come up. I think it's going to probably start to come up, right? But don't worry, the taxpayers won't... it won't affect them at all when the Fed bails out these banks. It's not going to affect them at all. Wow, look at this, guys. Local, very local... it was too early to tell, but... Wow, we just saw a whole bunch of shorts close out of their positions, guys. Just a whole bunch of shorts just closed out of their positions right here. Check this out. Look at this. On this 5-minute chart, all these shorts just have closed out of their positions right here. Boom. And out of nowhere, all these shorts have just totally closed out of their positions. Wow. And now we have new shorts opening. Now we have new shorts coming into the market right now. So first, a whole bunch of shorts just closed. Now we have a whole bunch of new shorts just totally popping into the market right now. Let's see what's happening on Coinalize. Wow. Would you look at this? Did this very local bearish CVD starting to play out? I don't know. What the heck is going on with that? Some flopping and groping going on. We had a whole bunch of shorts just close and then reopen. Very strange. Very, very strange. The two most important levels on the Bitcoin chart right now are going to be, number one, 25,386. That's going to be a very important level. 25,386 and 50 cents is going to be a very important level. The second very important level that we have right now to the upside, guys, is going to be this golden pocket 786 zone at 26,350. 26,350 is key resistance. If we come above 26,350, we're going straight to $100,000. If we come below 25,386, we're going straight to $1,000. Right? As you can see, it's a very, very intense looking, wow, things are going crazy right now. I wish I could show you guys the order flow chart that I'm currently looking at, because we are seeing longs opening up, getting absorbed, then we're seeing shorts opening up, and we're seeing crazy things happen. Traders are entering in and out of this market right now. There is a battle. There is a battle. Let's see if we can't go down to the 1 minute chart. Let's see if we can't go down to the 30-second chart to really see what is happening right here, because we are starting to see some stuff go down, guys. Some stuff is really starting to go down right here. Okay, look at this, the 1 minute chart. We have seen a big spike in volume right here all of a sudden, with a whole bunch of shorts starting to open up here. Shorts opening up here. Are these shorts going to get squeezed? Because after these shorts have opened up, price is starting to get a little wick to the upside. Or are we going to see these shorts take control of the market and push price down? Let's see. Coming back down to test 25,386 is going to be a very key zone of support. If we don't hold this level, that is not a good sign, okay? Again, if we come up and we do not reclaim this zone right here, that is not a good sign for the bulls, at least. Okay, for the bulls at least. Okay, we just had a whole bunch of longs close out of their trade right here. Longs are closing out. Look at this right here. It's actually pretty crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Longs are getting absolutely wrecked right now, closing out of their positions. We see a big decrease of longs right here, and shorts are opening up. So we have 2.3 million shorts opening up down here. Wow, look at this. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at all the shorts that are just coming in. Oh my goodness. 2.73 million shorts coming in right now. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 4.6587 million shorts coming in right now as we come down to, are we going to hit our key level of support right here? This is absolutely crazy, guys. The shorts are pouring in like wildfire right now. And just very now, locally, we are coming down maybe to retest this little wick right here. This is also a key zone, this white line at 25,663. It is a support resistance flip. We are potentially right now getting a bounce from this level. Now we can readjust our fib right here as we can see what is happening. Okay, what is happening now? The new fib target, we have a new fib target. This could be a very, very significant move right here, okay? Wow, tons of shorts flooding into this market. Can you guys believe that? On this one candle, we had 8 million shorts come in. Look at all these shorts that potentially now could get absolutely trapped at those lows, right? We could see shorts getting trapped at those lows. Very interesting stuff, guys. Okay, we are starting to get a wick back to the upside right now. A fast buyback after holding support at this local support resistance flip. So we had this last little wick, and now we are getting a bounce from that wick, back testing the 618. Money flow is looking a little bit bearish here, but honestly, if we see a big buyback, this could be something that is a little bit bullish. So let's see what happens. That is absolutely insane right now, guys, what has happened with all those shorts coming in out of nowhere. Somebody entered a big short out of nowhere. This is crazy. Someone entered a big short out of nowhere. So let's see what happens as we continue trading here. Are we going to reclaim the 618? This green line right here is the 618. We are now back testing it as resistance, right? It was first resistance when we came to wick up to it. Then it was support. And now we lost, and it's acting as resistance. This is a key zone. What is about to happen here? Let's get back to our order flow chart and see that this is still frozen here, so this is of no value to us. But if we go to Coinalyze, we can see, wow, look at all the longs that got wrecked here. So many longs wrecked, and shorts have opened up here. So this could be interesting. Here's why: because longs wrecked, shorts opened up. We may see these shorts get trapped. This could give us a move to the upside here. It's a very key zone. It's about 10 o'clock, half an hour after New York Open. This is typically when we get a big move. All right, let's pull our fib one more time from the high to the low and see what happens. Now we have to adjust our purple box, right? Because we are looking to see, are we going to come and get a retest in this zone? If we do, and we're seeing some kind of a bearish divergence here, well, that could tell us that we're absolutely going to get some kind of a rejection. Okay, that could tell us we're going to get some kind of rejection. Right now, locally, I would say this, very, very locally. All right, I'm not talking about anything that's happened before this high, but since this high, we have put in a low, a lower high, and a lower low. Okay, we have taken out this first low, which means a rejection from the golden pocket is more probable, especially if we are starting to see some kind of a bearish divergence here. So let's really kind of watch and see, as we are starting to see the price get a little bit of a move back to the upside here. And what is happening? We are seeing longs opening up. Longs are opening up. Longs are opening up right here. Open interest increase, CVD getting higher, longs are opening up here. So let's really see what happens. Are we going to see a lot of longs come in? If we see the longs start to come in and the CVD comes higher than we did at that first high, we very well may get a rejection from this box. Okay, this is the key zone that we need to be keeping our eyes on right now. I am still bullish here, guys. I am still very bullish. I do believe that trading above 25.3 is bullish, okay? But the question is, are we going to find some kind of resistance at local resistance, understanding that this is a local resistance? We are at a Fibonacci golden pocket. That is why we are forming this consolidation here, right? Even just the fact, like, consolidation during a massive bull trend is going to happen when you come to key zones of resistance, right? When you come to key zones of resistance. All right, so we are still struggling to hit our TPs on this long trade. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. This is crazy. Sato is losing 2 million in 2 hours. I cannot even imagine that. Because, man, I just can't even imagine that, guys. I can't even imagine that. That would be so devastating for me. That would be so devastating for me. So Revolution says it's a bull flag. I hope it's a bull flag for the sake of this long trade, guys. For the sake of this long trade, I hope it's a bull flag. And, man, that is so crazy. Can you imagine losing $2 million in 2 hours, guys? You know how long it takes me to make $2 million? A lot longer than 2 hours, I'll tell you that. What is the CVD indicator? It's not TradingView, Will Jones. That is a website called coinalyze.net, a free indicator. Wow, we just had a whole bunch of shorts open up here. It's a free indicator. Just go to coinalyze.net, okay? Coinalyze.net. This is not TradingView. It looks like TradingView. Looks like TradingView. It's powered by TradingView. But it's receiving the data via API through the exchange. And it can give you stuff that TradingView cannot. So it's a great tool to use alongside Market Cipher, in my opinion. Okay, so what is happening here? Oh, man. We got some lack of participation. We do have some... We had a lot of shorts open up just recently here. We had about... man, we are starting to see some shorts open up. This is very interesting stuff. Let's really hyper-focus in on right here. Okay. This is a very interesting area, guys, and this is where we really need to be patient and wait to see what's going to happen, because it is a very interesting zone of resistance. And we are looking to see, like, what is going to happen. What are the bigger players looking to do right now? Are the bigger players going to look to absorb retail that's looking to long the breakout of this potential bull flag? Right, because I'll bet you a lot of retail is looking at this as a bull flag, right? And so if they are, and this is, I mean, this is objectively speaking a bullish pattern, right? This is a bullish pattern. And a lot of people are aware of this bullish pattern. So if we come up into our zone, right, everybody's going to be longing the breakout of this thing. And if we see those longs get absorbed, that could be the signal that we're not going to make it up to that zone, right? We got to be watching, right? We don't want to be the retail FOMOers, right? We want to listen to our grandfather who told us to buy low and sell high. We don't want to buy high and sell low. People longing this breakout, they're buying high, right? They're buying high. I'm not saying it won't work out, because when Bitcoin pumps, it pumps, man. But you got to be careful longing these little bull pennants and stuff, because if I was a whale and I wanted to short, I'd need a whole bunch of retail traders following along the breakout of this bull flag. You know? You know what I'm saying? So, 25,350. If we start to lose that, guys, I'm going to be closing a big portion of this long trade. I'll be closing a big portion of the long. If we lose 25,350, take my profits and take my wife out for a nice steak dinner tonight, man. Just kidding. I'm not going to take her out. And it's not because I don't want to take her out, guys. It's because I just can't I can't. You know, I got kids, I got responsibilities, I got a farm, I got to get to bed early. What am I going to do? Who's going to watch the kids? Unless one of you guys want to watch the kids. Unless I take the kids out for a fancy dinner. It's not too fancy when you got a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. That's right, man. We get busy when it comes to the baby making. Alright, we are starting to get a little bit more movement to the downside here, folks. Let's see what's happening. Again, this is still kind of frozen. Waste. A waste of time, this exo chart nonsense is. Okay, so here we are in the bull flag, guys. We're looking for potential absorption. Again, if we are going to lose this this white line here at 25,386, that could be a little bit more, a little bearish, honestly. That could be a little bit bearish. We have shorts coming in like crazy right now, guys. We really need to look at this. Man. Okay. We can start to see now the shorts that are coming in. Here we go. The shorts are coming in, guys. The shorts are coming in. Let's see if we get a bullish divergence in a local golden pocket right now. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see if we get any kind of bullish divergences here. Let's pull out our fib from the low to the high. We want to be aware of this zone right here. This could give us a nice, juicy potential long. We're getting bullish div. Wow, look at this. So we're bouncing right now from a very local golden pocket with a very slight bullish divergence locally, guys. This is a local bullish divergence from this 618 right here. Interesting, guys. Interesting. I'm not saying it's going to amount to anything, but we are seeing somewhat of these shorts are starting to be absorbed here. I would be much more interested in this purple box down here. It's a better level, obviously. But look at that local bullish divergence playing out right here, guys. Look at that local bull div playing out right here. Man, I wish that I could look at the my main order flow charts on a real screen with you guys, but I cannot. Okay, so that local bull div, man, would you look at that? Look at how local this bull div is right here, literally just from here to here. We made a higher low with a whole bunch of shorts coming in, and from here to here we made a lower low on CBD, giving us a big old pumperoni and cheese to the upside, man. That is wild right now. That is wild. Those shorts got absorbed like crazy. This is showing us that, in my opinion, bigger players do want to give us another push to the upside. This is giving me hope for the long trade, guys. So let's see what happens here as Bitcoin continues to pump up to our target of $30,000 right now. The pump is real. We need to respect the pump. Shout out to Aaron G in the chat. Check the DXY 1 hour chart. It's not perfect, but could be a bear flag. We might have a bear flag on the 1 hour US DXY chart. Crypto Carnage says, don't FUS% with the Bitcoin, warning to all govs. Close it right now, says Jake Gill. Close what, the long? I ain't closing this long, man. Are you crazy? I'm not closing this long. Heck no, I'm not closing this long, man. I'm not closing this long. I will close this long if we lose 25,300, and I will close the long. But for right now, man, I am not closing this long. All right, we are pumping. We had a tiny little bullish divergence form right here that has given us a massive 0.6% move to the upside, guys. So major zones for me right now. Major zones for me. For, I would say, longing and short. Even adding to my long. I would even add to my long if we come down to this box here, right, and get a bounce from it. And if not, I will close the long. But this box is important because this box is not only the retest of support and resistance, is also the Fibonacci golden pocket. And so if we make our way down to this box here, and we are seeing, right, CVD getting lower and open interest continuing to increase as we come down to key support, then I would add to the long, risk-free, of course, because if we just slide through, I just close the trade in a giant win. Well, giant for me, not for Crypto Face. But, and if not, I will say, though, guys, this is not looking bearish. Like, the idea of a bearish retest here right now is looking less and less likely because we just printed local bearish, local bullish CVD here, and that has played out very nicely. So somebody is really looking to push this price up right now. Somebody is really looking to push this price up right now. Look at that. 3-minute trigger wave on market Cipher B. 1 minute. Did we get uneven butt cheek pattern on the 1 minute? Let's check it out. Yes, indeed. Well, not really. It's not a divergence, but nonetheless, it's still the pattern of the anchor trigger. As we're coming back right now to back test once again the Fibonacci golden pocket, and we also know that this is going to be the next major resistance if claimed. We will absolutely see Bitcoin go straight to 100K within the next 3 minutes, and that's a slight exaggeration. A slight exaggeration. Shout out to Dread Mining, by the way. Dread Mining, what is going on? Shout out to Ray Mark Roxas from the Philippines. Timothy Mather, thick, juicy butt cheek gravy. Yes, we have some gravy coming out of those butt cheeks for sure, my friend. Am I saying I'm better than Crypto Face? No, I'm saying my profit is nothing compared to the profit that Crypto Face make. I said if we lose the level, I'll close the trade with a giant profit, but this is not a giant profit if you're Crypto Face. This is like you just marketed into a trade and we're up like 0.2%. Frank DS says, don't go long here. This is not the area. Retest 25.3, 25.4 must bond. Yeah, 25.3, 25.4. 25.3, that's the zone I'm looking for a retest. But, look, we might not get that. I don't know. Shout out to Mr. Clarky. Shout out to Tom K. 32K soon. Shout out to Hattrick. LOL. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm expecting $30,000 on this long trade. I'm hoping we can get it today, guys. I'm hoping that today on stream, we can get that $30,000 Bitcoin. I've been waiting for it for years, guys. I've been waiting for it, not years, but months. I've been waiting for it for months, okay? So let's see what happens, guys. We are just still chopping around, guys. We are in Chop City, right? Chop Suey, Chop City, respecting this bull flag trend line here. So let's see if we can't get another move back down to the bottom. And if we do, let's be looking at this zone, guys. Let's be looking at this zone for a bullish divergence. All right, let's be looking down to it. Let's see. Here we go. Drip, drip down from the trend line. Resistance respected at the trend line. This is crazy, guys. And we do have some shorts coming in right now. About 92,000, 100,000 shorts, 120,000 shorts coming in. Interestingly enough, this is quite interesting, man. We got longs coming in too, guys. Shorts and longs, people are battling this out, man. People are battling this out right here. This is absolutely crazy. We're not seeing any kind of signs of true weakness here. If anything, we're seeing local signs of strength. Local signs of strength right here. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Okay, so we're getting a red trigger wave as we come up to the trend line. This is crazy, guys. You know, it's amazing how these levels are just so respected. These levels are so respected on this bullish falling wedge pattern here. All right. Alright, so let's check this out. What is happening very locally? If we don't break this trend line... Oh, we just broke the trend line. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. We are seeing a lot of longs come in. Look at this. Open interest increasing, CVD increasing. Longs are coming in. If we don't take out this high right here, we are coming down. If we don't take out this high, we are coming down, guys. We have quite a few longs coming in here, so yeah, if we don't break this last high, we are going to come down. If we do break that high, that is bullish. That is bullish, especially after putting in this bullish divergence right here. So let's see, make it or break it. Let's go, baby. Let's hit these TPs. Let's hit these TPs. Yeah, we have local 1 minute bearish divergences. Yeah, I know. But local bearish divs don't really mean too much in the middle of a massive Bitcoin pump. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. No, we haven't broke the high yet, guys. Maybe on some exchanges. It's about to pump, says Silosis. We do have quite a bit of longs coming in here, guys. Look at this, right? Look at this. This entire way up here, we are just seeing longs entering. And after getting a bullish divergence, I mean, look at this. We just put in a higher low and CVD a lower low, and now we've got longs just pouring in here. We got longs just pouring in. All relative, of course, because this is lower volume right now. The volume is not too high. But this last candle, we have had quite a few longs just pop in right here. So we need to break this high. If we don't break this high right here, then this would locally be bearish, as somebody in the comments had mentioned. But the fact that we're breaking out of the trend line is actually kind of bullish in my opinion, and now I'm going to be looking up to the 618 Fibonacci Golden Pocket. And we are going to be watching closely to see, do we have any kind of, look at this, open interest increasing, longs coming in. See what we got going on up here. It's very interesting times, guys. Is this a massive breakout to $100,000? It could be, man. It could be. I don't know. We got more longs coming in right now as we speak. Almost 1 million longs just came in right here. 730,000 longs coming in just in the last few seconds. All right, let's go, Bitcoin. We gonna dump or are we gonna pump? I hope we're gonna pump. Man, if we pump, that will make my day. I really want to hit these take profits, guys. It would be amazing to hit these take profits. Shout out to everybody in the stream right now. You guys are absolutely amazing. Make sure to smash up the like. We got about 2,500 people in here, only about 1,700 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? If the breakout to 28K, man, that would be so legit. I would love to break out to 28K. Matt Campbell, am I now in the bucket of people who think this is not just a relief rally? It could be. It could be a relief. It could be not a relief rally. It could be not a relief rally. Okay, here we go, baby. Here we go. Bearish dip forming on the daily. Here we go, baby. We are pumping up. We are pumping up this Bitcoin. All right, we're breaking the local high, guys. We just broke the local high. Here we go, baby. Let's see if we can't pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K. All right, let's check out Coinalyze. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, not uh-oh. Shout out to Brock Landers. Could Bitcoin be an amazing rising channel from 16.4K? It could be. Let's check it out. A major rising channel from 16.4K. Let's check it out. Wait, what time frame was I just on here? Ooh, 24-minute red dot has confirmed. Bearish div money flow. Man, I didn't see that. This could give us some consolidation here, guys. We might not pump straight away. We might though. We might though. Here, let me take off some of this stuff here. Let me take off some of this stuff. Huh. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, wait a second. I didn't pull this thing right. I need my magnet tool. Hang on. This is super interesting. Shout out to Brock Landers, I think, for asking this. Yeah, look at this. This is super interesting. This is very interesting, I do have to say. This is super interesting. That is very interesting. This is very interesting. So this is an interesting channel. Look at this, guys. Look at this channel. Shout out to Brock Landers. I'm sure a lot of people already saw this before me anyway, right? But look at this. Beautiful. To the bottom, to the top, to the midline, to the top, to the midline, to the bottom. Coming back up to the top. Could be a zone to be looking for some resistance here, guys. Let's make sure that we are aware of this. We're going to keep this on our chart right now. Oh, crap. I was on log scale. But wait, let's see. Hang on. Flopping and groping, guys. But here's the thing. You got to flop and grope a little bit if you want to get into juicy trades, right? So, I guess technically we've already hit into it. We've already hit into it. Very nice confluence, though. We've already hit into it on normal scale, and on log scale, we have yet to hit into it. But this is a very interesting confluence. We are at the channel. We are at the golden pocket. Yeah, so clearly we're at some resistance. But yeah, let's see if Bitcoin can't pump straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle, if you know what I'm saying here. My secret charts, I can't show you my. I've got them on. I've got them on my iPad, man. I've got them on the iPad. My secret charts are on the iPad. All right, I can't pull them up on the laptop for some reason. I don't know why. Diplomate says it stays at 25, 26K for a few days. Shout out to Crumpet Cruncher for the super chat. Stretch it back and show the SR flip back in October. All right, let's take a look at this channel going back to October, guys. Ah. That's interesting, huh? That is kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting, yeah. Well, thanks for the super chat. Man, you super chatters really have a way to show me some channels. You guys really know how to show some channels. Speaking of the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Butnick was long at 16.4, not on the sidelines. That's cool, man. I also took a long from 16.3, and I took a long from 15.550. I've been in some juicy trades, guys. Yeah, some alts are pumping right now. So Solosid says this ain't no regular relief rally. It is on. It could be on. It really could be on. It could be. I still think that we have some volatility. I don't know if we're going to go into a full-blown bull market, but we might. But I don't think we are. I think there's going to have to be some kind of I don't know, some kind of big thing that's going to happen. All right, we are just pumping out of this little bull flag, and let's see, like, as we come up into the purple box, this could be either a super bearish thing if we pump up into here and we get this bearish. If we don't get that and this stays lower, bullish, and we're gonna hit our $30,000 targets. And I'm really hoping it happens on stream today, guys. I'm really hoping it happens on stream today. If it happens on stream today, I'm gonna celebrate by growing a mustache on only the left side, and it's gonna be one of those long curly ones. Kelly Kaiser says, take your shirt off for old time's sake, LOL. I don't know, I'm not really feeling a shirtless stream today, guys. If we break 25,900 on Bitcoin USDT, we pump. S&P 500 is under 2,000. Or it's going under 2,000, you think? That would be crazy. Look at the S&P right now, pumping. Pumping. Yeah, we need to be aware of for the S&P if we take out these highs into the weekly and POC. That could be very interesting. Where's all the liquidity coming from? You mean the money coming into Bitcoin? It's coming from people. It's coming from people who are basically they're taking their money out of the banks, man. I'll bet you people are taking their money out of the banks. I need to learn my left and right. Well, it's confusing, guys. It's confusing. Left and right is very confusing because this screen is a mirror mode also. I think if I lift my right side, my left side goes up, and if I lift my left side, my right side goes up. I know, right? People ask me to take my shirt off, show my abs. Next thing you know, they're going to be asking me to show my fib live on stream. I don't know if that's allowed. Okay, let's check out what is happening right now. The Bitcoin price. Are we pumping? No, we are not pumping. Yes, now we are pumping. 1 minute candles absolutely pumping. Let's go down to a lower term time frame here. This is the daily chart. I used to like the daily chart when my entry was from the exact bottom because it made it look cool, but now that my entry is literally just from 22,581, I can go onto a lower time frame. Let's put on a lower time frame here. Let's kind of close off this yeah, it's actually, this is, the 1 hour is looking kind of good here. I would say the 1 hour is looking pretty good. I think we can get a little pump up here. That's true. CZ also put $1 billion from his own stablecoin into crypto. I think we're seeing a lot of good things for crypto coming this way, guys. I mean, the fact that Binance is putting $1 billion of their own stablecoin into crypto, I think is a push in the right direction for the space in general. Because if we as cryptites are into stablecoins, we're basically trying to play both ends of the candlestick, right? Decentralization mixed with centralization, that's not going to fly. Right, and I think the whole thing with USDC is kind of like a gentle awakening to the fact that, yeah, if we're going to be in stablecoin, guys, you know, we're basically combining with the traditional financial system, and it's not going to be a good thing. But if everybody is just trading only in crypto, if we're just trading inverse perpetual, and we're, instead of holding stablecoins, we're holding crypto, that would be good for the crypto ecosystem. And I also think a lot of people are scared. Like when USDT went down, a lot of people moved into Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, when USDT went down, I think on Gemini, USDC USD went down to like 84 cents. So I don't know. Oh, CZ has not invested yet. Okay, he's not invested yet. Didn't know that. Didn't know that, Red Robles. Okay, so then maybe it's just all the people FOMOing out of stablecoin. Last pump before big dump, says Bobcat Man. Dave Digital says that Big Butts 28 fed the last person to ask Jay to take his shirt off to the pigs. Then she ate the pigs in a great feast with her king. That's very funny for a number of reasons. That's very funny for a number of reasons. Frank Rio wants to bust the sharts. Alright, let's go Bitcoin. Come on, we need to really pump this price right now. Come on, it's been over 2 hours that we've been waiting for the pump. We did get a big pump. We can't be disappointed with the pump, but we want more pump. We're greedy for the pump. Here we go, baby. We are getting a little bit of a pump. We need to come up into the purple box to determine what is going to happen. Are we going to hit some new all-time highs right now on Bitcoin? And when I say all-time highs, I mean 30K, because 30K feels like all-time high when you are in massive bear territory here, if you know what I'm saying, right? Raphael wants to short. Man, you know, I want to short too, like, you know what I'm saying, but like, before we commit to anything, we need to have some kind of confirmation here, right? Before we commit to anything, there must be confirmation. Any shorts to have been taken would have been from A, the 618, B, the 0.65, and if you shorted either of those, you should have already taken profit and moved the stop loss to the entry, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. You know, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do because this ain't no financial advice, y'all. This is not any financial advice. Let me tell you. Definitely not financial advice. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit more of a movement to the upside right now. Okay, here we go. Getting a little move up. 26,041 and 50 cents. Okay. 26,045. This is wild, man. This is wild. Jared is deploying more capital into Bitcoin right now. Interesting, man. Interesting. Deploying more capital into Bitcoin right now. That is interesting. I personally did not buy any more Bitcoin under 20K. The last time I bought Bitcoin was $15,500. Had a limit order get hit at 15.5K. Bought on spot. It's so funny. People in the chat are saying we're about to dump. We're about to dump. Other people say we're about to pump. You got people saying 28K incoming. AB code is like short, short, short. Are you short, AB code? Are you short right now? Are you short right now? Is anybody short right now? Let's take a poll in the chat, actually. Is anybody actually short right now? We're going to take a poll. Long or are you long or short? Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to Cozy Babe. Shout out to Benjamin Gardner. Shout out to Hattrick. Is anybody actually short right now? Most people are not short, and 25% of you are short. Okay. So shout out to Revolution Fashion NL says, look at the dollar. We're not going to dump. A lot of people are still in the long. Okay, Aaron G short with stop loss at entry. That's the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it. I may or may not be short also with the stop loss at the entry. Nobody knows for certain. Okay, so AB code is he says sell, man. He is just gun-ho shorting right now. Surface 9, are you short, bro? Did you short the 0.65? Service 9, his woman calls him a short king. Alright. So, AB code, I don't know, man. Are you short? Are you long? I'm only 4'9", guys. The camera can add some height to me. I'm only 4'9". I'm only 4'9". Okay, let's see what is going on right now. Okay, so oh man, this is Chop City. Like, this really is Chop City. This is a local bearish divergence, very, very locally here, because we had, let's see, 16 minutes. It's basically nothing, guys. It's basically nothing. It's basically nothing. It's basically a nothing. But this purple box is going to be, in my opinion, a very key zone, because if we reject from here, we could very well have put in our local high for the day or even for the week. This purple box down here is going to be very key, because if we lose it, we are coming down much lower. Okay, we are coming down much lower. Peter F says shorting is stealing people's money. I don't know. I'm a big fan of shorting. I'm a big fan of shorting and longing. Elham is looking for a confirmation to short. Shorting has low testosterone. Anticipate one more dip to 24K. That would be actually nice. One more dip to 24K. Man, I can't believe Sato lost $700,000. Dave Digital is 4'9" lying down. That's funny. That's funny. Alright, so most of you guys are long. Few people still short up in here. Few people still short up in here. How did the news affect Bitcoin? I mean, basically it caused it to pump a little bit, right? A little pump going on here. Yeah, like when we're shorting Bitcoin, we're not really shorting Bitcoin. We're betting against the price of Bitcoin, right? Because we're not actually like selling actual Bitcoin. We're just it's like a sports bet. The winners pay the losers. I mean, the losers pay the winners. Yeah, the hype is over, guys. The hype is over for I don't know. We'll probably get a move in a little bit longer today. I think it's 10:30. We'll probably get a move within the next few hours. I think we might get a move within the next few hours. Let's stick around here and see what's going to happen. Shout out to Leptin Flow. Who else opened longs on alts? Man, Theta and Crow. Shout out to Leptin Flow. Theta and Crow, yeah, the altcoins, guys, are pumping like crazy right now. Some of them are absolutely pumping like crazy. Shout out to Leptin Flow for the super chat, man. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. Sato has 11,000 viewers. I'm sure he'll be okay. Well, I'll tell you, you know, I don't think 11,000 viewers can pay that much money, man. I really do not, right? Take it from a YouTuber himself. Like, what do I get? I think I probably get like, I forget how many views I get a month. Let's find out how many views I get a month real quick. Because I guarantee that he is not going to make back $700,000 from YouTube views. YouTube does not pay very well. YouTube does not pay very well at all. So I get about, on average, I get about half a million views per month. All right, 500,000 views per month, and that equals out to like a little bit under $3,000 a month in ad revenue. So I don't know. I don't know how much. I mean, you're gonna have to get a lot of views to make $700,000. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Shout out to Fatty. Fatty says, Walker Zaka is your dad. He predicted this. Cool, man. He says, you effing. Effers, he says. Shout out to Fatty in the house, providing quality contributions to the chat here. Shout out to Leptin Flow. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for your Discord channel and all your great info. 1,500 likes. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you to everybody who liked the video. You guys are absolutely amazing. Who lost to 700,000? Sato. How's the farm? The farm is good, guys. I'm going to be putting a little bit more homesteading content into the regular TA updates just at the end. Just kind of show you guys what we're doing over here, getting self-sufficient. That's the way to go. You got to be self-sufficient. You know, in these times, you got to be growing some of your own food. I mean, everybody should do it. If you have any kind of grass, you should be growing potatoes. It's so dang easy. Anyone can grow potatoes. You don't even have to enrich the soil. You should be growing squash, potatoes, have a few chickens, get some eggs, a constant stream of protein. It's crazy to me that people have grass and they like spend money to like put poisonous chemicals on their grass so it stays green, but they can't even eat it. And if they did eat it, they die because it has Roundup or something weird on it. Why don't you just plant potatoes? You know how many calories you can get in even just like a tiny little plot of land just planting potatoes? You could have potatoes for like the whole year. If you turned your grass into potatoes, it'd be crazy. Yeah, so I'm trading the Bitcoin, guys, so I can grow the homestead. That's what I'm doing this for. Bitcoin to 32K. That's true. How did they convince us not to grow our own food? It is crazy. You know, you go back a few hundred years, everybody grew their own food. Like, it was just normal life to have a garden and some chickens. Like, that was just normal life, even in the suburbs. You know, and then all of a sudden, that's like, no one does that anymore. It's so strange to me. Muhammad says the music in the background is annoying. I don't have an issue with chicken feed and eggs, but I don't go to the Tractor Supply to get chicken feed. I do it, I go to a local farm, man, and buy my own, and I grow a lot of my own chicken feed as well, right? Growing oatmeal, and the chickens eat everything. If you let them free range, honestly, you don't even have to feed them that much. What leverage am I in right now? 74x leverage, but you know what? Maybe that's a little bit too low, guys. 100x, baby. 100x, baby. And we are going to pump this Bitcoin 100x straight to $30,000 live on stream. Shout out to Surface 9. I'm in 7 longs from 20K. That's awesome, Surface 9. I'm literally in, this is the only long I'm in, man. So, do I pray before I kill my chickens? Yes, I do actually. I pray and I thank the Lord for the chicken. I thank the Lord for the joy that the chickens brought me, because I do get so much joy from watching chickens be chickens. And I thank the Lord for the delicious meals that the chicken will provide. Yeah, I do pray before I kill a chicken. I think it's good to have gratitude for the animal. Do I eat chicken feet? I don't eat chicken feet, but we do make broth with the chicken feet, right? We make broth with the chicken feet. So, you know, you boil those chicken feet, and they turn to bone broth, and bone broth is very good for your gut. It's high in proteins and all that kind of good stuff that your body needs. All right, so Bitcoin is not pumping, guys. Let's check it out. We are not pumping, and this bull flag thing is kind of invalid. Let's do a little local TA here. All right, let's do a little local TA. All right, we still have our key zones of support and resistance here. The 618 is still being respected. We're going to take a look at the local range. We're going to take a look at the local volume, because we do have ourselves a nice scalping range right here. We got a CDW of the low. Let's go ahead and pull out our fixed range volume profile. Okay. Very cool. So I would say that key resistance is still going to be up here in this box locally. This is still going to be key resistance. And key support, well, we did CDW here. I don't know. It's tough to say where key support is going to be, but I will say that this golden pocket pull from the low to the high, right around that major support resistance flip, is going to be key as well. Okay. So we've got our key support, our key resistance, our sideways range. This is like the context in which we are looking to trade these markets here, in my opinion. And yeah. Yep. Most homeowner associations don't allow chickens. Yeah, that's why you got to get the heck out of an HOA, in my opinion. You know, who the heck thought that was a good idea? Who the heck thought it was a good idea to say, yeah, we're going to, like, give you a whole bunch of rules so that we can, like, have a snobby old neighborhood, right? I don't know. Who the heck would want to live with that, right? But, yeah, it's illegal in many cities to grow your own food. That is crazy, you know? That is crazy. Let's see. The city won't let you have a garden. You got to get out of that city. I'm telling you. I mean, look. The truth is, guys, things are not going to get better, all right? And if Bitcoin is going to pump, if the Fed's going to start bailing out these banks, we are going to experience insane amounts of inflation. Insane amounts, right? It's a responsible thing to get the heck out of these crazy cities. These cities are going to turn into third world countries within the next few years. They already are, right? Get into the country, start growing your own food. I mean, can you imagine being stuck in a city? There's like a 3-day food supply in the city. You're not going to be able to get out of a city if everyone's trying to get out of the city at the same time. How are you going to get out of a city? Like, you live in New York City, there's a bridge and a tunnel. There's a bridge and a tunnel. And millions of people trapped on an island with 3 days worth of food supply. What a crazy position to put yourself in my opinion. Crazy. Insane. Who the heck would want to be in that position, man? It's so crazy to me that people want to live in cities. I know it's illegal to store rainwater. Isn't that crazy in some places? That is crazy. Andrew shorted 25,800. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully you're using good risk management. We have a weekly green dot right now on Market Cipher. Is this the truth? Oh! This is wild, guys. Weekly green dot, 4-hour green dot. Yeah, I think we could pump. I really think we could pump. Let's come on, Bitcoin. Let's pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. We're at 2,600, 26,000. ETH is breaking out of this giant triangle that we've got printing here. What do I do with my excess food? Well, we have very little, but if we have excess eggs, we give them away. We give them away to our friends and our family. And we give away our excess food. We give it away. If we're not going to eat it, we give it away. How do you work away from a city? I mean, you gotta. I can only speak from experience. You gotta start online businesses. Learn how to invest and trade. Start businesses and learn how to invest and trade. I mean, really, like, you know, this is just my opinion, but you have to be entrepreneurial. All right, freedom means you got to work for yourself. You got to work for yourself. You have to be a producer of some sort. You can't just be a consumer. You have to be a producer. If you have a job, you're working for a producer, and you are a consumer only, right? You're consuming only. You're not producing anything. You're getting paid by a producer so that you can eat, right? But that's the wrong place to be, right? We don't want to go to college, get into $100,000 of debt so that we can get our degree in trans-carbon binary mission studies, right? But what we do want to do is we want to figure out ways that we ourselves can be a producer. How can we produce things and contribute to society and provide value for other people and then monetize those skills? And then we need to learn how to take what we've made from our businesses and invest it so that we can slowly grow that over time to gather more resources, right? So my mentor taught me that the 3 pillars to self-sufficiency are businesses, investments, and tangible assets. So businesses are assets that are constantly generating income, right? Businesses are assets generating income. You take that income, you can invest that income, and then you can grow that income, and so that you can acquire actual tangible assets, things that have intrinsic value. For example, real estate. It's real. It's a real asset. It's not fake numbers on the screen. It has intrinsic value, right? A house intrinsically has the value of protecting you from the elements, giving you a place to sleep, giving you shelter. It's always going to be worth those things to a human being. And so regardless of what is happening elsewhere, that tangible asset is going to be worth value, right? Animals, tangible assets, they are always producing for you food and other things, materials, milk, right? And land is a tangible asset. If you have land, you can then produce your own food and grow your own animals. Shout out to, I got a super chat, and I'm so sorry that I missed it here. Man Red, 4-hour Bitcoin fib, please. I don't know what a 4-hour fib is, man. I don't know what a 4-hour fib is, but we definitely do have some good fibs here. Also, animals do make good compost. That's true, Brooke Butler. Animals do make good compost, right? Chickens make great compost. Bullish CVD on the TR chart. Let's check. Yes, we do have bullish CVD on the TR chart. Would you look at that? We have a bullish CVD on the TR chart right here, guys. Let's see if we can't pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Let me see a blue candle. Shout out to Man Red. Sent you a super chat. Sent you a super chat. I know you sent me a super chat. There's no such thing as a 4-hour fib, man. There's no such thing as a 4-hour fib. I don't know what to tell you. There's no such thing as a 4-hour fib, but thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say, though. There's no 4-hour fib. There's no such thing as a 4-hour fib. Poop grows the best mushrooms. Okay, we are starting to get this bullish div playing out. Okay, look at this bullish div that we had right here. Would you look at this? Wow, look at this. We had the price make a higher low. We had the CVD make a much lower low. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can't get a nice pump here. Would I ever go vegan? You know, I went vegan for a few months, and it absolutely made me feel like crap. And, you know, I have to say that I definitely lean more toward the Weston Price kind of philosophy on diet, which basically means like primarily animal-based, lots of animal fat, and lots of basically food that you would eat if you were a homesteader, right? If you were producing your own food, that is the kind of diet I think is best for humans in general. So, you know, if you're no grocery stores and you can't buy your seitan and your tofu and all this and your Beyond Burger, how are you going to survive? You're going to be surviving based on eating plants that you grew yourself and eating foods that come from animals that you raised yourself, right? So I tried to go vegan once. I was very good about it. I made sure I supplemented vitamin B12. I supplemented omega-3. I made sure all my macros were still on point because I have a weird sickness of counting calories and macros and stuff like that. And so everything was the same. Proteins, carbs, fats were the same. Getting all my micronutrients, making sure I was supplementing and things I was not able to get from the food. And I'll tell you, at first I felt great. Like for the first few months as a vegan, I felt amazing. I had more energy. I needed less sleep. I was stronger. But then after about 4 months, it actually started to reverse on me, right? Start to reverse. Here we go, baby. Purple box. It started to reverse. I started to feel like crap. I started to get back pain, joint pain. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I went on vacation. And I wasn't like a religious vegan, right? Not the kind of vegan that's, you know, I hadn't sworn the vegan oath to be a vegan and look down upon meat eaters and preach the vegan gospel everywhere I go. But I hadn't eaten animal products in like half a year. And then when I went on vacation with my family, I ate steak every night for dinner, right? Steak every night. And within a week, all the issues I had were gone. And so I realized, you know what? I'm just not meant to be a vegan. And some people might be able to do it. I'm definitely not able to do it. I'll tell you, I'm not. I think there's a lot of factors that play into it. Genetics could be a big thing. How you grew up, like what was your diet like growing up? Because, you know, diet affects so much. Like if you had a bad diet as a kid, that could affect you well into adulthood for the rest of your life. What foods your body can tolerate and like what foods your body can thrive on, that can be very affected based on how you grew up, right? As a kid, were you given a whole bunch of antibiotics? Did you have other things injected into your body that could mess with like how your body processes food? How was your gut bacteria? Were you breastfed? C-section? All these things, they affect your body. So I think when it comes to diet, it's a very personalized thing. You know, if you're a vegan and you feel great, then please keep doing it, right? And if you're not a vegan and you feel great, please keep doing it. The only thing I think is weird is that, you know, vegans are all about they're all about sustainability. But it's only sustainable if you have a grocery store, if you have a Whole Foods down the street, and you have the supply chain, and you have all these processed food companies making your vegan food. Unless you're one of the few that's actually growing all your food, and if you are growing all your food, it's going to be very, very, very hard to get enough macro and micronutrients to survive. And so it's not very sustainable, you know? If we were like back in the 1800s, being vegan would be very unsustainable, right? And it's definitely not. If people were practicing sustainable permaculture agriculture, then eating animals would not have any kind of negative effect on the environment. In fact, it would have a positive effect on the environment, because if you're doing agriculture right, not the corrupt big agriculture, but actually doing it right, where the God-created cycles of animals and plants and the earth are all working together to build each other up and keep each other going. If you're doing it right, that's very good for the earth, right? It's good for the soil, it's good for the air, it's good for the plants, it's good for the animals, it's good for the humans. So it's very sustainable to be eating meat, especially if you're raising it the right way. Right? Now, if you're doing it the wrong way, that's horrible for the earth. It depletes the soil, it depletes the animals, it depletes the humans. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to do things the way God made them to be done. All right, shout out to Indiana Candles for the super chat. You know, I can't believe I have 2,000 people listening to me talk about food. I switched to eating meat, and I had a lot of back pain and neurological problems go away. People are allergic to a lot of things that we consider healthy. Yeah, that's true. It's also, yeah, I agree with that. Like, a lot of health food is not very healthy, in my opinion, right? All right, so we're coming up to a major zone of resistance here. This is the purple box. Let's check out our order flow chart on EXO to see what is happening locally here, if EXO will ever load. Let's check out our long trade. Long trade is doing good, guys. We're up 1,280% in profit, and that's, of course, adding to the trade, which I did add to it earlier in the stream. So my original entry was from down here, but now my entry is right here. 100x leverage, so of course that's why I'm in so much profit here. And to anybody who's new and doesn't understand leverage, it literally doesn't matter what my leverage is right now. It does not matter because my stop loss is at my entry, and there's no way I will lose any money or get liquidated on this trade. It's 100% impossible. The only way it's possible is if ByBit comes in here and deletes my stop loss. And then price dumps down way below my entry. Alright, so what happened here? I mean, we didn't really get any kind of bearish CVD divergence, but we did get a whole bunch of... we had a pretty big decrease of open interest on that last rise, which is a sign of weakness. Let's check out the chart here. What happened? Let's go down to a lower term time frame. Okay, we hit into that. We're still hitting into that channel. Okay, so here's what happened, guys. Here's what happened. We came up to the value area high of the local range and got resistance at the high of the range, right? So nothing too crazy. That is what happened. We got resistance at the high of the range, and we put in a double top. Like, to the exact dollar, we put in a double top. Okay, so now let's look at what's going to happen here. If we are going to come down into our box of support, we might get some kind of a bounce. Again, right now, we are very much so range bound. This clearly is the value area high of the range. This is now our third tap. We tapped it once, tapped it twice, tapped it 3 times. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, starting to get a pretty big dumperoni. Let's see what happens if we come down to this box down here. All right, let's see what happens. What was the CPI report? Inflation is 6%, exactly as predicted. What about vegetarianism? Yeah, I would say vegetarianism. I could be down with it. You know, I mean, so here's the thing. Right now, if I was surviving on my own land only, I would only be eating chicken, eggs, and vegetables and fruits. Shout out to the Bitcoin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That word sustainability has been completely hijacked. Do I think 6% inflation is a lie? Okay, so here's the thing. I think that the inflation data is a joke. It's a huge joke. The CPI is a joke because they could, in 1 month, they could be looking at the price of beef, looking at filet mignon, and then the next month they could be looking at ground chuck steak, ground chuck beef, right? And so they'll say like, oh, beef hasn't gone up at all, even though it really has gone up, right? And they like don't look at fuel. There's so many things. The CPI data is all messed up, right? And they've changed the way that they've calculated inflation since like the 80s and the 70s also. So, but I think it's important because everything, all the markets are so manipulated. What happens on paper is important if you're going to be trading the markets, right? So if inflation is going down on paper, that has an implication for trading these markets, right? So real life inflation is much higher than 6%. I mean, anyone can go to the store and notice that they're paying much more than 6% than they were a few years ago for things, right? And shrinkflation is real, right? You buy a bag of chips and it's like 75% air and 25% chips. Yeah, exactly. They look at the basket of goods and change what goods are in the basket. That's true. Yeah, fuel and energy is not calculated in the CPI. 1 hour bear divs and red dot printed, says Left and Flow. Well, if 1 hour bear divs and red dot printed, then hey, we could be coming down from here, guys. We could very well be coming down from here. But, man, I hope we don't lose 25, 350. If we do, I'm going to close half of this long trading. I'm going to close half the long. But look, right now we're just trading in a little range right here. Let's see if we can't do something like this. I would like to get some kind of more clear entry, but 1 hour bear div is a pretty clear signal. Money flow and momentum getting lower on the 1 hour as we hit into the macro golden pocket. I mean, you couldn't get more obvious than that, could you? Am I taking a short? Look, I took a short from the 0.65 stop loss to entry. I'm not taking a short from 26. If we get a move back up to 26.3, I will absolutely be looking to take a short. 100%. That is where I am looking to take a short. If we get a pump back up to this box and we're getting bearish divergences, yes, I will look to take a short from that golden pocket. That is the place for me. That is the place for me. All right, y'all took the short. Hey. Shout out to Indiana Candles. Shout out to Darren Does Things. Shout out to Ethan Burns. Shout out to Ree. Shout out to Lacey90. Shout out to Boomer Dave. Yeah, I know chips has to be in an air pack, but compared to what it was in the 90s, man, these chips are crazy now. These chips are crazy now. You open it up, there's like 3 chips. There's like 3 chips, man. Shout out to Crypto Lifer in the chat. Bro, what is going on, Crypto Lifer? Everybody go make sure to subscribe to Crypto Lifer. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go check him out. Go watch his live streams. This dude puts in the work. Every single time I check my YouTube, he's live. And he does TA for every single altcoin in the world, so it seems. And he gives really good calls. Go check him out. All right, guys. Well, you know, we're chilling out here. I'm really hoping that we can. I'm really hoping we can hit some of these take profits here, guys. Will I give 10% profit to church? That's a good question. That's a good question. In my household, we give 10% of everything we make to our local ecclesia. As a minimum. As a minimum. And then as the Lord leads, we will give to other people. But yes, 10% as a minimum. Not because I think it's biblical. I don't think tithing is biblical. Unless you're tithing to the Levitical priesthood. And there is no Levitical priesthood right now, so there's no such thing as biblical tithing, but I think the principle of the 10% is good, right? It's a good thing. Clearly, it's a biblical principle. And I will say from experience that if you are a generous giver, the Lord will bless you more than you could even imagine. More than you could even imagine. If you are a hilarious giver. You know, if you look at the verse that said God loves a cheerful giver, in the Greek, it means hilarious. A hilarious giver. Gives so much that it's so ridiculous. So funny. I can't believe I just gave away all that money. Trust me, the Lord will bless you for that in many, many ways. Many ways. He will bless you in many ways, financially and not financially. Can I switch the chart to the 5-minute or the 1-minute? Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. The 1-minute chart. Simply in a range, guys. Simply in a range. Top of a channel. Middle of a sideways range. Right, we're bouncing off that point of control. We came up to value area high. And now we're starting to get a move back to the upside. Let's go to the 5-minute. I'm really not a big fan of the 5-minute. I prefer the 6-minute. Money flow getting a little bit thicker here. Shout out to saying, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to go live more often in the morning, because typically in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we're doing live streams for New York Opens, right? So I'm typically only going to be streaming early if we're going to get some kind of news event. Voids, what religion am I? I believe that Jesus is the creator in the flesh who died and rose again to pay for the sin of mankind, so that we can have the hope of a physical bodily resurrection. That's my religion. ETH is pumping. Don't give it to the Vatican. What's the best platform to do margin trading, because Binance is effing complex? I mean, I like ByBit if you're going to be trading crypto. I think ByBit's probably the best exchange. I really love ByBit. I love ByBit a lot. I use other exchanges. I use MEXC. MEXC is a good exchange. Bitget is a good exchange. I'm not really a big fan of PHEMEX. Bitget, ByBit, MEXC, and what's this new one everyone's using? BingX seems to be a really good one as well. But yeah, Binance is tough. And I can't trade on Binance anymore, right? I can't trade on Binance anymore. Have I given Islam a research? I have, and here's the main reason why I reject Islam. The Quran says that the Torah and the Gospel are true and authoritative. But then the Quran says that Jesus didn't die on the cross, right? So if the Gospel, which predates the Quran, says Jesus died on the cross, and 700 years later, the Quran says Jesus didn't die on the cross, but in the same breath, the Quran says, oh, you should believe what the Gospel says. I don't buy it, right? I don't buy it. That's the main reason, right? That's the main reason. There's a lot of other reasons, but that's pretty much the crux of the issue, right? The crux of the issue is that, you know, the entire story of the Bible is that God himself redeemed mankind, and then the Quran comes around 700 years later and says, nah, just kidding. Just kidding. JK, LOL. You know what I'm saying? So I've read the Quran, I've read multiple hadith, and I would just have to say that, yeah, I don't accept it, you know? Sputnik, Jesus died on a stake. Look, we don't need to get into semantics here, Sputnik. We don't need to get into semantics. Whatever it was, doesn't matter, okay? The important thing is that he was crucified, buried, and rose again. That's the most important thing. The Bitcoin says there is no Jesus. Yeah, some people don't believe in Jesus. That's fine with me. Hinduism is greater than other religions. So here's the problem. Ayan says the Quran says that the Torah and the Bible have some truth, but they've been corrupted. Here's the problem with that. Muhammad wrote the Quran in like in like 700 AD, around that time, okay? At the time, Muhammad said that the Bible was correct, right? In Muhammad's day, in the writing of the Quran, according to, I could look it up right now. I could look up the verse in the Quran. I think it's Surah 2. I could be wrong. But Muhammad says that you should check out the Torah and the Gospel, right? Because they're trustworthy sources, right? And so we know in 700 AD, when Muhammad wrote the Quran, that it had not been corrupted yet, right? So my question to you is, when did the Torah and the Gospels become corrupted? When did the Torah and the Gospel become corrupted? When? Because it was not corrupted in Muhammad's day. When did it become corrupted? And the issue is, we can go back and look at manuscripts that were penned before Muhammad even wrote the Quran, right? So we could go back to 300 BC. We could go back 1,000 years before Muhammad wrote the Quran and look and see that the Torah is the exact same as what we have today. We can go back and look at manuscripts from the 1st and 2nd century, 500 years before Muhammad wrote the Quran, and see that the New Testament is the same as what we have today. So that basically means either Allah's wrong, right? That the gospel and the Torah could have been trusted, right? Either Allah's wrong, because I mean, you really have to think about it, right? You have to think about it logically. If we have manuscripts back here, right, the Torah and the Gospel. The Torah and the Gospel back here, manuscripts that we can actually read today that say one thing, and then we have the Quran over here, right? And the Quran over here is still saying this is to be trustworthy, right? This is trustworthy. But now all of a sudden, somehow in 2023, this is no longer trustworthy, even though we still have these same manuscripts over here. When did it become corrupted? It would have had to have been corrupted somewhere in this period of time. But the problem is, even if it did get corrupted in this period of time, we still have the manuscripts that go way back before the Quran. So it doesn't make any sense to believe that it's been corrupted. You know what I'm saying? So there's some big issues with it. There are some really big issues, right? And the biggest issue of all with the Quran is that it literally does away with the core central theme of all the Old and New Testament, right? It literally just does away. The Quran is one big JK LOL. Like everything God said, nah, JK LOL. Nah. Right? Come on. We're getting into a one world religion, right? That's what's going to be happening. Shout out to Brian Miller. The Bible's all metaphor for sun and astrology. You're praying to the sun. Yeah, I disagree with that. But I know a lot of people believe that. I know a lot of people do believe that. Have I ever read the apocryphal texts? Of course. Of course I've read the apocryphal texts. What's the daily close that we need today? I would say any daily close today above, right? Any daily close above this high, 25,320, is a very bullish daily close. Very bullish daily close. Yeah. Do we have bearish CVD on the 1 minute? Let's check out the 1 minute. Do we have bearish CVD? Ooh, we do have some bearish CVD on the 1 minute. Very local. Very, very local. Hopefully the one world religion is no religion at all. Man, I wish that was the case, but the one world religion is going to be something. You can't unite people without uniting them spiritually. There has to be a one world religion if there's going to be a one world government. Is the next bull market here? I don't think the next bull market is here yet. But I think the bottom of the bear market is here. Right? I think the bottom of the bear market is absolutely here. Would I take a trade from 25,386? Yes. Yes, I would take a short from 25,386. I would take a short from there if we got bearish signs as we came up to that level. Right? Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know. But the reason why we're consolidating here, guys, is because we came up to the main golden pocket from May high to the from the May high to the low, right? Shout out to Gaina. Would I take a short trade from 25,386? Yeah, I would. I would. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Weekly close will be interesting too, says Dylan Waves. Make sure to check out Dylan Waves on YouTube, guys. We could SFP highs on the weekly like we did the new lows. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Do I live in Texas? Nah, I don't live in Texas. 2K likes. Nah, we had to get 2K likes before. I forget what time I gave, but no, it doesn't count now. Unfortunately, it doesn't count. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I agree with one with nature. To yeah, there's probably going to be some kind of technological religion in the future. How do I mitigate risk when using such high leverage? That's great. A great question. Okay. The way that you mitigate risk when using high leverage is, if you're going to use high leverage, your leverage has to fit in with your trading idea. Okay, so let's say, for example, you want to take a trade from, let's say that your trading idea is a bounce from the golden pocket, right? What does that mean? That means if we're going to bounce from the golden pocket, your trading idea becomes invalid if we lose the golden pocket, right? So therefore, you only need a 0.5% stop loss on the trade. 0.5% stop loss. What does that mean? Well, that means you could take your entire account, 2x leverage, and only be risking 1% of your capital if that trade gets stopped out. Or you could use 50x leverage, right? 50x leverage, and just make sure that if this stop loss gets hit, the amount of contracts you have in that trade will ensure that you lose whatever amount you have predetermined to lose per trade, right? So for me, between 0.5 and 1% is the most I risk. So if my trading idea requires me to have a very tight stop loss, I can use very high leverage. So the long I'm currently in, I took the long trade from a rejection at 25.386 to get a long. Yes, sorry, I would look for a long at 25.386 as well. Yep, I would look for a long at this area as well, especially for getting bullish absorption. When I took this long trade, I took it from, I literally took the trade from 19,581, right? And I knew that if price came any lower, right? If price came down below the wick, that my trading idea was completely invalid, okay? So I literally needed like a 0.2% stop loss or something crazy like that, right? Yep. Something like that, okay? 0.2% stop for my trade. So for me, even with 74x leverage, there is literally no risk of a liquidation, because if my trade idea becomes invalid and I'm stopped out of the trade, it's way before I even have to worry about liquidation, right? If I'm using 74x leverage, that means price can go down about 1.2% before I get liquidated. If price goes down 0.3%, I'm stopped out, so I don't even have to worry about liquidation, right? But leverage doesn't even matter. The only purpose of leverage is so that you can take a small amount of capital and put a lot of contracts on the trade. So why would you want to do this? There's different reasons. One of the reasons is if you're trading in multiple accounts, right? I'm oftentimes trading on 6 accounts. So am I going to put all that money into each account? Heck no, right? You keep a little bit of money in an account, you use leverage. If you take a loss, you're only losing 1% of your total trading capital, 0.5 to 1%. And it has nothing to do with leverage. It has to do with position size, right? For example, let's say that you are only going to be risking 1% of $100 on a trade, right? And we're shooting for a 2 to 1, right? We're shooting for a 2 to 1, which basically means we're looking to make 2 times more profit than our potential loss, right? So, for some reason, this is a very large thing here, right? So, let's say that we are trying to, basically we're shooting for 2 times more profit than loss, right? And let's say we have $100, right? So we're risking 1%, right? Let's see it right here. We're risking 1% to potentially gain 2%. Right? Risking 1% to potentially gain 2%. What that means is we're risking 1% to make 2%. What we need to do to determine how many contracts we put on the trade is we need to divide the stop loss. We need to take basically how much money are we risking and divide that by our stop loss. So I'm risking 10%. Now you got to divide that by 0.06%, and that will give you the amount of contracts you put on the trade. Doesn't matter if you're using 1x leverage, doesn't matter if you're using 100x leverage, the amount of contracts that you should be putting on that trade should not change, right? The only way leverage can help you is if your stop loss is so small that you should be putting more money on the trade than you actually have in your account in order to to have the right position size and still be risking that 1%. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense, guys. Why is losing the wick means the trade is invalidated? In that specific instance, the reason why losing the wick meant that trade was invalidated because I was looking at a very specific level. Okay, I was looking at a very specific level to get a bounce, and that level was 19,549. It was this very specific level to get a bounce, right? And so if we weren't going to bounce from that level, I need to get out of the trade immediately, right? It was a scalp trade based on this level, based on multiple confirmations, right? So that's why that was the invalidation. Different trades will have different invalidations. Like, let's say we're going to actually short right now. Let's say we're in a short right now, because we think we're rejecting from the golden pocket. Okay? A valid idea. It's a valid idea. So if we're going to take a short from right now, because we think we're rejecting from the Fibonacci golden pocket, well then the invalidation for our trade right now is going to have to be above the highest high, right? Because if we come above this high, our idea that we're rejecting from the golden pocket is wrong. So we need to have a 3% stop loss, right? Which basically means if we have $100 in an account and we're risking 1%, we should only be putting about $30 onto the trade. Like about a third of our account. We should be putting about a third of our account on the trade, right? So we're risking, with that 3% stop loss, 1% to potentially make, who knows, if we come back down to the low of the range, we might make 2% on the trade, right? We're risking 1% to make about 2.5%. For more information on this, guys, check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. 20% discount. This will give you the blueprint you need to actually do this the right way. right? It's a great resource in my opinion. Which site do I trade shorts and longs on? I'm currently doing it on ByBit, guys. Currently doing it on ByBit. But here's the thing, guys. It's been a long stream, and we are just chopping around here. We do have some bearish CVD forming locally, right? We have bearish CVD forming locally right now. This is actually pretty bearish looking local CVD right here. Okay? This is pretty bearish looking local CVD. So we might get a move to the downside from here. I'm going to head out, y'all. But thank you guys so much for being here. May God bless you all in Jesus' name. Look, even if you're not religious, I respect all religions and worldviews here. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May He turn His face towards you and give you completeness in Jesus' name. And what is this music? This is a music that I wrote and recorded myself, man. That's what this is. This is music that I wrote and recorded myself. Alright guys, take it easy. Peace.